No, Rory MAL.
Where has Van Jones been since he got $100 million from Jeff Bezos?
Listen, he cried when Biden became president. I'm assuming he shit himself when Bezos sent him that wire transfer.
It says on CNN, the headline, "I lost the ability to speak" when Van Jones describes the moment Jeff Bezos donated $100 million to him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You stopped talking, you disappeared.
Yeah. I haven't seen him on CNN. I don't know. Has he been reporting on anything Biden and Kamala have been doing?
I want to see your 501(c)(3)s.
Yeah. I lost the ability. I bet you did.
Where did he wire that $100 million?
Listen, man.
Who needs to be accountable for that?
Listen, Bezos said he never met him. He just said he seems like a nice guy. Here's $100 million. How much did the wife get again? Because I'm pretty sure she wants to go back to court for something.
Fair. He's trying to get rid of that so his wife can't touch it. All right. Who does charitable things? Well, I don't know. What about that Van Jones guy?
Fam, giving somebody $100 million that you've never met
or know what they do
just
at all
because you think they seem like a nice guy. That's when you have too much money.
I
You're
know.
just giving out $100 million to people. Yeah, he just seems like a nice guy.
I know Sean King. What's the guy that's white that does all the Black Lives Matter stuff?
He's not. I believe he's biracial.
Fam.
You showed me his baby picture. I got questions now.
It's my baby picture.
Yeah, you not. It's. I seen the baby picture.
We get the same shape up.
Is
it the glasses?
Yeah, I have questions.
That fooled y'all?
I have questions. I have a few questions.
What's
now.
his name? Sean King, right? No, Sean
King, I believe.
He was probably pissed when Van Jones gets $100 million.
All the great he's been doing, all the good deeds he's been doing.
I've been defrauding y'all on GoFundMe for years. Why Bezos ain't hit me?
$100 million just because you think somebody's a nice guy. You have literally made it. And then you random weekdays decide I'm gonna go to space. Let me just see what's going on up there. Fly around a little bit, come back.
Fair. Nah, Bezos. He's the different type of Illuminati. Elon Musk has been trying to go to space his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Bezos did that shit on a weekend.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm gonna go.
Casual.
I got a couple seats.
Yeah.
Y'all want to roll with it?
That's the type of friends we need. That's the type. I want to be that plus one. I want to be Bezos plus one.
Elon Musk is sitting there with his flamethrower. Like, nah, he did that in one weekend.
I want to be Bezos plus one. Me and Bezos like a week to just like run around and just do like whatever.
And I'd like get on the spaceship, be like, all right, so what we about to do? I'm just gonna go to space.
Just go to space.
Kick
Float
it.
around a little bit. Play some cards up there, maybe. Some
Be
dominoes.
back by dinner.
Yeah, we be back. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I know a guy. We got a nice spot up there, nice view.
Listen, man. Sean King couldn't get the $100 million. He couldn't go to space.
Yo, listen.
I don't think Rihanna follows him anymore.
I need a video of Van Jones crying when he got that wire. If you cried for Biden getting elected,
you're never gonna see him again.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
he
like
skated off with $100 million.
But that's all I was trying to say is when I was telling Van Jones to cut it out. Like, you one of us. You got $100 million. You don't go to work no more. You just quit your job. You don't do nothing. You don't care about the people. It's like we can't even find you. Where you at? Oh, I'm left totally speechless.
Anyways, Versus. Let's just get to it.
You want to get straight to that?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you had Dipset winning before the Versus. We spoke about it, and you went
I'm
with the
going to
Dipset.
do some backtracking. I did take Dipset so we could just have a difference of opinion.
Right. It's okay. We went to Banks' show. Shout out to Banks.
Yes,
we went to his show at Sony Hall last week. Shout out to Banks. The crowd was amazing. They showed him a lot of love. It was good to see Banks on stage and looking like he was back in his element. He was happy. That was just dope to see it.
Yeah, no, it was a really, really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like a New York City show, which I haven't felt in a long time.
Yeah.
I think the last time, ironically, that I felt like I was really at a New York City show, because you can be in New York City and not feel like you're at a New York City show.
100%.
Was probably, ironically, and they're not even from New York, is the Benny Show at SOBs.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last time I was like, all right, this feels like New York again.
Right.
Felt that at the Bank Show. It was good to see everyone out there.
Well, they're from New York, not New York City.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So yeah, it was good to feel that way at that Bank Show.
Mm-hmm.
It felt grimy. It was cool.
Yeah.
The floors were sticky. Yeah. It was great.
Nah, Banks Show definitely. You could tell by the way a couple dudes was walking around. I wanted to say welcome home.
Yeah.
A lot of them was fresh out. You could see a lot of them was still still thought it was 2003 outside. You could just tell it was that type of crowd in there.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of Vax cards in there.
No. There definitely wasn't
some
a lot
jail
of
cards.
Yeah, it was some jail cards, prison ID for sure, inmate numbers, but Vax cards, no. But it was good to see Banks on stage, and the crowd knew every word. It was good to see Vado. The crowd received him really well. I texted him. I told him, I was like, you look good, man. Like they waiting on you. Because Vado he has those moments where he has his foot on the gas and then he chills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's V. Like and I told him, I said, don't let up. Because when he came out, I couldn't believe they like made that much noise. Like that was a shock to me. So that was good to see that. But it was a real New York crowd, New York hip hop. Shout out to Banks. We saw Styles backstage, and I should have known then.
Listen, the focus in Styles' eyes. How many days before? That was like a week before.
Yeah, it was literally a week before.
The focus. We didn't even need to bring it up.
No, he got right to it. He was like, I guess we had spoke about it previously when we first heard about it, and he said, yeah, man, it's just levels. It's just different. And I said, I agree, and this is why I had the locks. I had the locks winning. But yeah, getting into the Verzus, it was a great night. And I say that because it was a great night, because to have that many people representing New York hip hop in one room at Madison Square Garden, it was dope to see that. There's a lot of history. It was a lot of faces that you haven't seen in a while. A lot of their peers were in the building. A lot of other MCs, and it was good to see that, because this was, to me, this was the best Versus.
I'd probably say that.
You know what I mean?
I'd probably say that too.
And once the show finally started, because it took a while, I don't know why people thought the Locks and Dipset was going to be on time.
I thought it started on time, if not early.
Yeah. That was, to me, that was on time.
Like, wait, when Old Boy came out to announce everything, I was like, oh wow,
yeah,
this is prompt.
Yeah,
They're on time.
Absolutely, because that many people, the entourage, we already know how that goes with security, trying to get everybody in. That was on time. That I was like, this was on time. We've seen people be later than that. You know what I mean? So to see that was dope. The Locks it was just a difference, man. It was just a difference of MCs and rappers on stage. It was a difference of era, a difference of, just the type of the way they would, the tutelage that they came up under. Like, you can just tell, like, the Locks were groomed differently. And not saying that Dipset isn't groomed, but you could just see the difference. Like, the Locks come from Bad Boy and Rough Riders. And it was just different, man. And I didn't expect it to be on display as much as it was. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be that lopsided.
Yeah, I mean, I was thrown back a little bit of how lopsided it was. I did think the Locks would win, even though, despite I did say Dipset. It just came down to performance. It was a fucking masterclass in how to perform. And I'm not just saying because, which they kept bringing up, like, hey, we're actually rapping here, you guys are rapping over the records.
Right.
Just the ability with the breath control and how they weave in and out in between, like, that's 20 years of performing together.
Right.
That's 20 years of being friends. That's 20 years of knowing what your friend is about to do when he's performing. It was just a drastically different experience with the Locks on that side.
Yeah.
And when you had Dipset as the counter, it showed even more. Had that just been a Lock show, you just been like, oh, it was a really great performance. It wouldn't have showed the difference between performing.
No. But you could tell it was a difference when they both came out. You could just tell the difference in, I looked at Kiss and he was just standing on stage. He didn't move. He didn't say nothing.
Nope.
And he just had the look on his face like, okay, y'all are in here now. And this is no more Instagram shit. We about to play these records. And I know, just looking at Kiss, I'm thinking he felt like, I know that y'all are not prepared for this.
Yeah,
as well as I am.
They didn't even come out together.
And that was another thing, because I've seen a lot of people online saying, well, the Dips look like they don't even like be around each other like that. Like, Cam don't even look like he fuck with Jim and Joel's like that. He don't look like the Locks are like they still smoke weed together on the weekends. Like, you can just tell, like, And I thought about that because it's, when the fans start talking and everybody seems to be on the same page about something, you start to look at it like, okay, let me see what y'all talking about. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I can see why y'all feel like the Lox are more close knit and probably, because the performance was tighter. As far as, like even with the DJ, it was like, you can tell like they rehearsed for this. Because even Styles was telling us, he was like, yo, all I need is like 2 days to go through the whole set and muscle memory. Because he was like, yo, I don't remember a lot of my verses because they're from damn near 30 years ago. Like they was spitting lyrics from 25 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's like when you start going through the catalog and listening to them, but then you're like, damn, like they not missing a beat. Yeah. To me, that was the difference. It was like Kiss was just I'm glad it happened last night that the world got to see that, because I think Kiss elevated in everyone's category in hip hop.
Styles reminder.
Yeah, it was like because it was like his performance, his listening to the lyrics, and then a lot of music starts playing back, and you start reliving like when this record came out, and then you looking at them, and you like, y'all, Kiss don't look like he aged at all.
No. What's that green juice and lotion?
You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, he's up there looking like he's still 25 years old, and he's, he didn't forget any of his lyrics. Styles didn't forget any of his lyrics. Sheik didn't forget any of his lyrics. Sheik looked like he did about 200 pull-ups before he stepped in the ring. It was just like, you looking at these dudes like, damn, and I was always one that felt like hip hop was a young man's sport, and I was wrong. Last night I was proven wrong, because all of these guys are 40 plus. Yeah. And they put on a hell of a show. A hell of a performance.
No, I agree. And here's the thing. I'm not saying this is the case, but to piggyback off your point, how it appeared. It appeared the Lox was a group that's still together because they want to be and because they're actually still friends and still family. And Dipset appeared. I'm not saying this case at all. It appeared like they are still talking because they have business together. Yeah. And that's how it came off on stage. Not to say that that's the case at all.
It was chemistry.
The Lox look like they perform together all the time.
All the time. It was definitely it was a huge difference in the chemistry, in the performance. Even Kiss said it a few times. He was like, y'all don't even remember y'all lyrics. Y'all don't remember y'all words. And it again, man, the way it got a little. I'm gonna be honest. That was. That energy, because a lot of people was texting me like, yo, I don't know, man, this shit look like it's going to end early. And I'm like, listen, the Lox, the Dips, they known each other for years. It's not going to be a fight. Yeah. People are not going to start swinging. I was like,
this is tour together.
Yeah, I'm like, this is just that real New York hip hop energy. Yeah. And because it's the Versus thing, it's supposed to be a battle. Of course, it was going to come across like it was, a little tension and stuff like that. But, it was just more so, you could just tell in the performance that the Lox felt like a lot of people had them, they were going to lose. Yeah. And you could tell they probably, when reading stuff online and listening for the last few weeks of things that people were saying, and they came in there to prove a point, and the point was beyond proven, in my opinion.
Yeah. And of how it hurt Dipset with being so underprepared, the DJs weren't on the stage.
Right. Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, this might get tough, because you can't really pull an audible or try to change something or respond to a certain record. You have to stick to your game plan. So if your game plan is not prepared, you're extra fucked, because you can't even do shit on the fly.
But I think Dipset was prepared. I just think that their preparation and the Lox preparation was different. The Lox focused more on performing the records. And I think Dipset focused on just what records are we going to play. Exactly. You know what I mean? And the Lox, because they was switching the beat. They was, playing different beats underneath their lyrics. And it was just like, they not missing a drop. It was just like, it was literally a display of, real hip hop, real MCs. Like, this is what we do. This is how we control the crowd. This is how we get them involved. This is how we get our point across. And Kiss, bro, listen, they got to a point where I was like, all right, this is not even a Versus anymore. Because when Kiss started, and he told Cam, like, you don't even live in New York. Like, you live in Miami. And then they went into fuck you. Yeah. I said, fam, like, all right, I see where this is going. I told everybody around, I said, all right, I see where this is going. I know how this is going to go tonight.
Which I take full credit for. for at the bank show when I told Styles, if y'all don't come out with "fuck you."
Oh yeah,
that's the only place to start that. And I'm joking. I'm sure they thought that.
Yeah, no, but that. but again, when you heard it, because you kind of felt like that was going to be the first one, but when you hear it and then like the energy that Kiss put out there before it, it was like, okay, it's on. Now it's on.
Yeah.
And you know, the Dips had some records, and I'm not gonna lie, some records that I wanted them to play and they played, they didn't perform. It didn't perform in the room well, and that was shocking to me.
Because also when you're actually performing over your records and your DJ is prepared, a sound check sound a little different,
right?
Because when you're sound checking with the Dipset DJ, they're sound checking for just playing the records.
Yeah.
So the sound was different. Like it just fucking I'm Ready didn't even hit.
Yeah.
Like every single time I was like, I can't even. I know this record because I know it.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good though.
Right.
And it's like, oh, you can't even use your haymakers when everything sounds like shit.
It was a man.
When Who Shot Your Freestyle hits better than
God.
Dipset Anthem. You should probably just throw on the tile, as Tyrese would say.
Yeah, that oh God, man. I didn't think it was gonna be that lopsided. I'm gonna be honest. I had the Locks winning, but I didn't think it was gonna be that lopsided. And you know, again, it was just dope to see New York represented like that, and it was all love. But I'm happy that the world got to see that last night, and the world got to, you know, respect MCs like the Locks, and Kiss is getting. I'm seeing his face all over social media right now.
Yeah, listen, I do
People
want my
saying
apology,
they didn't know, and they didn't know. I'm like, how y'all didn't know about Kiss? Like,
Twitter killed me when I came on this podcast and said I think Dipset would win in New York, the Locks would win worldwide, and everyone killed me and said it's the opposite. They're like, dog, everyone in the world knows Dipset. Yeah. Only New York knows the Locks. And I'm like, dog, they have like world-renowned records. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
Right.
The Locks is worldwide in that capacity. Not to say Dipset isn't, but that was the case clearly last night, and I was murdered for 48 hours straight on Twitter for it.
At the end of it, they even like towards the end of the Verzus, they booed Cam. I don't understand what that was about. And my homeboy said it sounded like Cam was about to get into a freestyle.
It did.
And I guess he didn't. And then the boos happened, and then the DJ dropped the record. It was just like, damn, man. But again, I'm happy for the Locks, the Dipset. They're going on tour with State Property. I think that's going to be an amazing tour. I think that's great for hip hop. And again, man, I was wrong about me feeling like hip hop was a young man's sport. Because last night, clearly, all of these dudes are, 40 plus, and Kiss is, Kiss looked like he's 25, man.
It's a young man's sport, I think. With the new music and selling in the current time, hip hop is still is a young man's game in that capacity. Hip hop is aging really well with these guys because you can see that you can continue on a career regardless if you have that talent and that history and that catalog. But it's still kind of a young man's game to the capacity of selling and attention.
I think that, yeah, because I guess the older artists, the older acts, they don't want to play the newer games.
Exactly.
In that sense. But, when somebody like Nas releases an album, wins Grammy for Rap Album of the Year at 40, how old is Nas? 48? Maybe?
Somewhere around
49
there,
maybe? To me, that's showing like this isn't just a young man's sport.
Yeah.
Nas, getting ready to drop another album this weekend. It's like this isn't and granted, they're not playing the same game, and I think that's what it is. They're not the older artists, the older acts, they're not playing the same game. Once you're a solidified act like the Locks, these are legacy acts we're talking about. It's like, they can drop whenever they want because the streaming thing, I can put out records whenever I want. It's gonna stream. It's not like the Locks and the older legacy acts, they're not looking for new fans. They have their fan base.
Yeah, they're feeding their.
I think that last night the Locks expanded their fan base and expanded their respect worldwide. But as far as older acts, not being able to flourish in hip hop, I was wrong about that. And last night it was on full display that as long as you talented and you nice at what you do, you can do this shit forever.
Yeah,
you can do this shit forever.
No, for sure. And it's interesting. I read something earlier. I can't find the exact percentage, but it was a very, very large percentage of streams are all back catalog. Like new music is 1% of what streams. So, I mean, of course, that's lopsided because there's way more back catalog than there is new music. But people are going back to music that they love rather than searching for new music in a drastically different sense.
Yeah, well, that's why to me I love, the iPod and, Apple Music and shit like that, because it houses everything. It's like streaming to me is...
Still an iPod?
I do, but I don't use it. It's somewhere in the crib, but I don't use that shit. But it's like, to me, it houses all the music in one spot for you.
Yeah.
Like, I can literally think of a melody and lyrics and like hum it into my phone, and the phone will recognize what I'm saying, and it'll pop up, and I can add it right into my library. Like this generation, this era is a music lover's like dream, because anything, literally any record, any song is at the touch of your finger. Like, yeah. I don't see how people don't love this. It's like, do you know what you had to do? What you had to walk around with a big ass bookcase full of CDs to like on a road trip? Like, you had to flip a book and be like, all right, I'm gonna put this in next.
Still have mine.
Yeah, it's like that.
Still have it on my mom's house.
It's like, it's so convenient. Everything is at your fingertips, man. But I'm happy for the locks. I'm truly happy for the locks, man. I hope that the world continues to stream all lock shit. Dipset too. Yeah, Dipset too. Stream all these legacy acts, because last night was a display of what legends look like. No,
for sure. The only bad thing was just all the corny New York jokes I had to read on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, but
we gotta stop. Come on, we gotta stop.
We knew that. We knew that was gonna happen.
Is this Deezus and Meryl's fault? Whose fault is it?
They're leading the pack with that,
but they'll make,
because they lean into the stereotypes,
of course, and they'll make good ones. I think they've just opened up that lane of humor where it's like, all right, now we have to get all the bad ones at a way higher rate.
Yeah, like when I saw Kiss with the Timbs on with the shorts, I was like, oh, here we go, Kiss. Like, damn, you couldn't put on some, you know what I mean, some Air Forces or something. You couldn't put on some, you know what I mean, some Air Maxes. Like, you had to put the Timbs on. But I respect it, because it hit the way it was supposed to hit. Like, it was like, I got the Timbs on. This is New York, and y'all gonna see why I am who I am.
Just not everyone in New York wears Timbs all the time.
No, and definitely not with shorts.
I've done it before, but
that doesn't happen often.
Yeah, well, Deezus and Meryl, please tell your hives to relax. No one is using a Tim as a pillow to go to sleep at all. I don't even like wheat bread, let alone wheat Timbs right now.
Right.
But no, we were talking about. I'm glad you brought up Nas. When people are hearing this now, they'll have the answer. We're speculating, recording on Wednesday right now. This will come out on Friday. We think, we don't know, Nas, Drake, and Kanye all releasing albums on Friday. Same day.
That's the rumblings in the industry right now, that everyone's
don't say rumblings in the
industry. It is the rumblings. Everybody's preparing for this major. Who
rumbled it?
The labels. Everybody's rumbling about it. They're like, yo, they're all dropping. Nas, Kanye, and Drake.
Nas can't catch a break, man. Why
but it don't matter.
Always happen?
It don't.
No, of course it doesn't.
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can drop the same day as the biggest stars. In fact, I think you would want to, because if they're streaming that and I'm right there.
And it's part of the conversation. Like, all right, which other three that you like?
Like, stream that, because like I said, Nas is going, his fan base is going to support whenever he drops. Like, he's not, you know what I mean? They're going to support him whenever he drops.
It does fuck with your algorithms, though, to some degree. Like, if everyone is going to one particular album, that's going to be on the front of the shit. That's what Spotify, Tidal, and Apple are going to push. That's what's going to playlist better.
Yeah,
like, it becomes, it is a bit of a game when you do that shit. Especially with a Drake and Ye next to you. It's a lot, but
I'm not mad at it. As a fan of music and hip hop, that's like you can't be mad at those three artists dropping the same day. That's like, fam,
that's crazy.
My weekend is set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna listen to music I got all of this new music for the weekend. Like, I'm set.
Who's gonna come out on top on that?
Drake.
I don't think Kanye West wants those problems. Nas is Nas, and Nas is gonna be Nas. Nas, I know for a fact, is not sitting there trying to fight for a position over Drake in this era. He's going to release the music he wants to release. Kanye, on the other hand, is going to fight for that.
Do you think?
And I don't think he wants those fucking problems.
Do you think Kanye moves his release if he feels like Drake is coming the same day?
No, because I think Kanye thinks that he can beat Drake.
Oh, of course. Kanye feels like nobody is.
But that's where self-love and self-awareness go away from each other.
Yeah.
That's where self-awareness is more important than self-love. Dog,
Right.
you're Kanye West. No one's ever going to take that away from you. You're a fucking legend.
Right.
You're not seeing Drake in this number one game right now.
In the streaming era, no.
And when also your subject matter. Not
Right.
saying he shouldn't talk about God if that's what he want to talk about.
Yeah, no, that's
Dog,
great.
A Kanye West God album is not beating Certified Lover Boy. I'm sorry.
No,
Like,
and
you should wait.
and if people have been anticipating this Drake album for a while now. You know what I mean? So that's the other thing behind it, is that people have been waiting for this project longer than they've been waiting for a new Kanye project. So yeah, I mean, again, I know that it's competitive and these guys may have their little personal things with each other, and it's just like a stat thing. My album was number one the week it released, but as fans, as consumers, like, I'll just drop all three of them. Like, bring all three albums this weekend.
Who has the better album? Fuck sales.
The better album. Huh.
I'm going. I put it in order. Drake, Nas, Kanye.
Yeah,
I think Drake has been working on this way too long, and I think Drake is fed up with that. I don't have a classic shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think he realized that Certified Lover Boy wasn't one when he did that release date with Odell, and then said it'll be in the summer. Then came summer, he's like, nah, you'll just get the shit whenever the fuck I feel like it.
Yeah.
Nah, someone chasing a different type of thing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think in that order for me too, Drake, Nas, and Kanye. Only because we kind of sort of know what Kanye's subject matter is, and to me, it's not much replay value.
But that's when you say rap is a young man's game. I think Kanye is that example, whereas he is fighting to be with the young kids right now.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to still be in that same relevancy.
Well, he's still there.
Rather than a Nas or even a Hove when he did 444. I'm gonna make the music that I particularly like.
Yeah, well, this is my life. This is where I'm at. This is what my emotions and my feelings are.
Yeah, and I think Kanye is still trying to make that I'm pushing music forward idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's just not aware of really what's going on.
He's too much in his own world.
Yeah, he's in his own world and thinks that he can compete in a world that he's not paying attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think it's going to work that way.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye it's like a gift and a curse, because everything Kanye touches, the culture just eats it up. So I guess he feels like, and to an extent, he's right. Anything that he drops, anything that he touches seems to, it flies off the shelves, and the sneakers, clothing, music. So I sometimes you get caught up in your own head, and you feel like there's nothing that you can't put out that people aren't going to receive well. But I think that when it comes to music and content, when you're talking about being next to Nas and Drake, it could get a little.
Yeah, because I feel like Ye, his whole career, even when he was making music that wasn't the current sound, he was fully engulfed in what was going on.
Yeah.
He was finding the Cuddies.
Mm-hmm.
He was finding the Lupes.
Mm-hmm.
He was taking Quali and Mos and putting them on shit they was never going to be on while he was over with Rockefeller. Like,
right.
He was always super self-aware of what the right move was with the artist, not based on their popularity, just their ability to make music and then take that and put it into pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're at this fucking stadium grabbing Roddy and Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just chasing what's hot and then trying to put your God music over it. That's just not the type of Ye I like.
You think he's chasing what's hot, or he's just using what's hot and trying to deliver a different message with it?
That could be the case, but I think he's taking the stamp of who's hot right now. Oh, Roddy's hot? Let me go get Roddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I won't mind a Kanye West and a Roddy song. It's just, That's not how the Ye that I love creates classic music. Mm-hmm. It's not rushing to go get the person.
You think it's possible for him to have set the expectation too high with the whole Mercedes-Benz Stadium listening party and all of that, and then now the album has to like kind of meet, because no artist has ever done that before, obviously.
But to me, what standard does that set?
Well, it's a high standard.
You have a lot of money and you went and rented out a stadium. Like, that doesn't.
But I'm just saying,
I'm not sitting there like, oh my God.
No, I get it. But just the energy behind that. Like, you had some of the biggest artists come out to hear him preview his music.
I think to the world he set a standard. I can only speak for me. It does absolutely nothing for me. I think it's cool. I think that's dope. Would I have went? Absolutely. Like I think that's great that you could do a listening session in a fucking stadium. That's an awesome way to hear it too.
Right.
Especially if you want to tour it. But
then the album has to be good, is all I'm saying. Not even good. The album has to be really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you did all of that and the album was mid. Like you could have had this. You could have previewed this at the YMCA. Like you ain't even need Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Like
Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, like not saying Kanye is gonna put out a bullshit album, but I'm just saying, it's like you set that bar. It's like, all right, fam, like you got all this. This is amazing. You got the red on the all white field. This is great. Just visually, this is like something we've never seen. But now, when that music drop, it gotta meet that. Because if not, it's gonna be like, fam, we get it. It's the showmanship. It's the
But he, and also of being out of touch, and I know he changes every record up until the last fucking minute, but he doesn't realize how momentum works in this microwave society.
Right.
That album should have came at that time. He's losing the momentum. Dog, like this is just the world we live in now. Everyone would have ran right to that Kanye album if it came out a day or two or even 3 after. People remember that, and now it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, but
I guess it'll come whenever the fuck it'll come.
That's the attitude for sure, but people are still waiting for it though. Because he's Kanye. If it's anything,
he's not
people
maximizing his rollout. Of course people are gonna go.
Does he have to though?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I think the rules is different for Kanye.
I don't think his sales have drastically dropped in the last 3 projects. Drastically.
But is that because the content?
The Ye album was regular Kanye content, and that didn't sell well at all. By Kanye standards. Not by music standards.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. I don't know, man. I hope all 3 of them drop Friday. I'm looking forward to all 3 of the projects. I'm really looking forward to the Nas shit because I don't think we had any idea that was happening.
So I
didn't.
I heard. Well, no. By the time this comes out, the album will be out, so I can talk about it. I've heard some of the album. Whenever I was out, God, I forgot when it was. Whenever the paparazzis caught me coming out of Mr. Nice Guy. Oh,
that's when you were being a Mr. Nice Guy.
It was that day.
Yeah.
I heard some. Lauren is rapping on there, and again, when you guys can all listen to this by this time, but yeah, Lauren is rapping on there. The M verse is cool. It sounded good. It was very incomplete when I heard it, but some of those features, man, it was so good to hear from Lauren. She sort of addressed a lot of that late shit. She had a great bar about the I Get Out record. Like she's on there. But it did sound really, really good. And the Charlie Wilson record was really dope.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to that Nas project. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am too. And shout out to Hit Boy as well.
How do you like your eggs, Rory?
I don't like eggs.
You don't?
I don't like eggs at all. I think they're disgusting.
Yeah, I was talking about how people like their eggs and how they eat their eggs, and I never understood the sunny side eggs thing, like with the wet yolk. Is it called yolk?
It is called yolk.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Here's the thing with eggs, and this is why you guys are all disgusting. I'm pro-choice. That does not mean I want to eat an abortion. That's disgusting. Okay. Y'all are just frying up fetuses and serving them with pepper.
This is true. This is true. And cheese. It's
gross.
Yeah.
And then you guys want to, then eggs and shrimp. Now you're just eating dead fetuses and cockroaches that can go in the water. It's just bugs and babies.
I just don't understand the sunny side. I've never understood that. Like, to me, only a terrorist would eat a sunny side egg.
I don't even know what that shit looks like.
It looks nasty. like little suns.
I don't even go to Sunnyside, Queens. I'm not going.
It looks like little suns on your plate, and you crack it with the fork, and it's just like, I don't know, bro. I can't eat that.
Listen, bro. Eggs are fucking
I felt
gross.
like it was a white thing, though. That's why I asked you.
Oh, probably.
I feel like white people started that. I feel like they've kept it going, and I need it to stop today. I want people to stop eating sunny side eggs. It is disgusting. What are you doing? There's other options to choose. Scramble the fucking egg.
Listen, man. Just keep your abortions away from me. And anytime something smells bad, say, yo, it smells like eggs. So why would you eat that? Anytime you go to New Jersey, it's, yo, it smells like eggs.
Yeah.
You just had those for breakfast.
I know you said you was getting tatted this weekend. You should get. I thought about a cool tat. You should get like what you thought about like oranges, like teardrops. Like you know how people get the teardrops.
Yeah.
What if you got like 2 little oranges?
Because I killed produce.
Well, no, it's not.
That's
no,
fine.
but it's, you got to really like you got to jump into this emotional orange thing.
I could brand it a little differently.
Yeah, I think that would be crazy if you get the 2 oranges right here.
Would you get the money bags though?
I'm not. No, I can't do that. Oranges. I think the oranges are cooler than the money bag. Because what is the orange? Like that to me, that's just like people gonna ask you about that. What does the orange represent?
I asked this young woman this past week if you had put money bags under her picture.
Have I? I haven't. Got you. Don't worry about it. I don't even know her Instagram. So I'm pretty sure I'll find it one day. But no, I don't even know her Instagram. But no, she's not a money bag recipient. But soon though. You are. No.
Are you giving out awards?
No, you are worth the money bag.
You commented on my friends' pages.
Really? Oh wow.
Have you and your friends talked about this money bag thing and how Mal reaches out to women?
That's not. Wait. That's not how.
That's how you reach out.
That's not how I reach out to women.
That's how you.
I just see a good picture, and that's just my way of letting them know. Yo, this I saw this. I was here.
That's what the like is for.
Yeah, but the like you got to go a little further than the like sometimes
To reach out.
Yeah, just let them know. Yo, little boom, little money bag, motivation for the day. Go get that money. You know what I'm saying? This is the money shot. This is perfect. You look great, and that's it. It stops.
So you
right
think
there.
a woman is waking up in the morning like, damn, I don't even know what to do with myself. They see your money bag and like, damn, now I'm motivated.
It might.
I'm gonna have to go get this money.
It might. Like if I hit her with the money bag tomorrow, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like, yo, I got the money bag. Like, not really. I'm just joking with you. But she's definitely worth it.
Is your ambition gonna change if you see a money bag emoji?
See? Come on, Rory. Let me cook, man. And I think it's time, speaking of women, I think it's time we give, first of all, congrats to Rihanna on becoming a billionaire.
Yeah, absolutely.
We ain't even got to, that's amazing. You know what I mean? This is somebody that we've watched literally from the day she came into the music industry to what she's become as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur, as an icon in fashion and in music.
Well, you want to see the issue that music is pretty high up there as far as businesses, period, with revenue and entertainment. And for any musician to ever become a billionaire, they have to do it outside of music. It's the only way. You've never seen anyone become a billionaire off music except for a corporation. Hov became a billionaire outside of music. Beyonce became one outside of music. Kanye became one outside of music.
Right.
50's not a billionaire, but 50 made all his real money outside of music. Rihanna now is a billionaire, not because of her music.
That's because we don't own, the labels. We don't own, half the time we don't even own the music.
More than half the time. I just think that's really the issue that no one brings up when this shit comes out. Like, all right, Puff is a billionaire, #1 on Forbes. Amazing. None of it is from music.
Well,
it's
some
terrible.
of it is from music.
I mean, not when you're in that billionaire category.
Yeah, no,
you get a couple mil off that shit.
You use it, but I think that artists have known that for years, and some artists approach like that. They use music as a stepping stone to create other avenues to, create their art and put their influence out into the world. I think, artists have known that for years. It's just amazing to see a young black woman like Rihanna attain such a, billionaire stature. That's that's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like I read that this morning. I read the article on Complex, and it was just like, damn, that was motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we remember when we first saw Rihanna. Yeah. And we first heard Rihanna.
I pawn the replay often.
Exactly. And then now to where she is and what she's accomplished, it's amazing. So shout out to Rihanna. Congratulations. And that should be women's OG right there, Rihanna. Rihanna, Beyonce.
I think Rihanna has been in some capacity. Yeah, especially because I feel like Rihanna went that
she's accessible to a lot of the younger artists and the younger, especially young black women. She's accessible.
I think she kind of became more relatable too. Like when they first put her out in that pop star type of shit, she was kind of following not the Beyonce blueprint by any means, but that pop star type of shit. And then she kind of took the Madonna route and was like, nah, I'm not about to be this polished person. Like I like to have sex. I like to talk about it.
Yeah, she wanted to be herself.
That's so yeah.
That's why it's really dope because she did it her way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like she got to this level that she's at, doing it her way, being her own boss, and that's just some super duper fly shit. So shout out to Rihanna.
Yeah, yeah. We've all bought enough Fenty for Win, so I feel like we were all part of this.
Mayor De Blasio.
Yes, that guy.
I feel like he is single-handedly shifting the dating culture in New York City.
How so?
Well, he just made it mandatory that in order to dine at restaurants indoors and in order to work out at gyms, that you need to show proof that you are fully vaccinated. Now, for those that are not fully vaccinated, this changes the game.
Or people that want to lie and say they're not.
Changes the game. It gives you a whole new option now.
Yeah.
Girl wants to go to dinner.
Can't take you.
Not vaccinated.
You just got to come to the crib now. That just changed the whole Netflix and chill game to the complete other level.
Oh my God! This is is he in cahoots with Netflix?
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I can't take you on a proper date now.
Can't take you to eat.
No.
I'm gonna be a fat piece of shit. I can't work out.
Yeah. Now you actually have to come to my house. That's the only way.
That's the only way we can hang out.
It's
the only way we can hang out. I'm not vaccinated. Got to come to the crib.
And I'm sure he'll double down with the parks. Can't even do like that.
Oh, you know around. he's gonna throw some fillers in there.
And then it's coming with the airports. So she's like, well, let's just go somewhere.
Can't.
Like, can't.
Not vaccinated.
But my crib.
I'm vaccinated at the crib. Like in here, all good. Out there, no good. I can't leave the house.
Yo, the amount. Finally, we found like a cool excuse as men before. Because we've always joked that like
look
men.
what had to happen.
Yeah, a whole pandemic.
We had to go through a whole pandemic.
Yeah, the amount of excuses women get to get out of things. Now we have the non-vax one.
I'm not vaccinated. Can't do it.
Even if you have this, even if you've gotten it.
I'm not vaccinated. Yeah. Can't do it.
Everywhere I want to go now. I can't go.
I just don't, where do we go from here? Like, what happens now? Now that you can't go to the gym, you can't go to restaurants. I don't care too much about the restaurants thing. I don't mind. I
mean, you got to get takeout, which is cheaper. Should get a plate from the Chinese spot. And I'll pay my Verizon bill. You got to be able to, you definitely have to be able, your Audible game has to be like through the roof now. You got to be able to, it has to be. Like if you're not vaccinated and it's like you want to entertain a woman now, you got to be able to like draw up a play. You got to eat her pussy in the car. See, on the way to pick up the takeout. This is, see what I'm saying? Like you got to incorporate, you got to use your resources. You have to use it because now it's like, and she has to go in. Does she pay? Because I can't go in. That's true. She is the and we would be irresponsible. We can't go in. I can't go in. I can't hand you my money either because I'm not vaccinated. I can't hand you unvaccinated money. Yeah, I can't do that. This is not. I can't go buy condoms. Yeah, not vaccinated. Not vaccinated condoms. Yo, those condoms ain't vaccinated. I can't do it. Can't do that. Can't do it. Can't put them on. Oh my God. Yeah, I think we finally stumbled on something. This is gonna be great. This came out. I think this is great though. I think this is because now we get to have like dinner parties at the crib. We get an excuse to like dinner party every week at the house now. You know what I mean? Like because I can't. If y'all want to see me and y'all want to hang out, like I can't go nowhere. I can't. I'm not vaccinated. Finally, De Blasio is something good for us, man. Like, I was waiting on this. We was waiting. It took this long for him to really like throw the fellas a little. Like, yeah, come on, man, give us something that we can benefit from. So once you get her into the unvaccinated house, no, the house is vaccinated. The house is vaccinated. I'm just not vaccinated in the house. Yeah, the house got the shot as a car. Yeah. What's your first move during this Netflix and non-vaxxed? Well, we definitely have to eat first. So we get the vaccinated food, and she has to pay with her vaccinated money. I feel like this is just random. I feel like it's a cheat code when you find out exactly what turns your partner or your girl that you're talking to on. Like once you find out a chick is super sensitive with her nipples, I just be like brushing across her nipple by accident on the way to the bathroom. Crazy? Yeah. Because once you find that, like the nipple could be like a push to start. It's like a push to start car. Chicks that have sensitive nipples that get off right away. Yeah. Fed, the world is your oyster. Yeah. You could do anything. Yeah. No, you're right. Because once you know that, it's like now you have to go to that.
Like that's almost your go-to. That's like Jordan on the elbow. Like it's like, come on, fam, you know what he's doing. Pull up, pull up.
And then if you're immature and petty like me, any activity she's doing, like if she's on the phone with like her mom, I'm my finger out every time.
You have
just
to.
pointing.
But she wants that. That's what you don't understand. Like women will tell you shit like, oh no, that's my spot. It's like, come on, now you know I'm going to the spot now every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna brush up anytime. What's the most interesting spot that you've come across?
The most interesting?
Because typically nipples are a big one with women.
Yeah, that's a
big
sensitive
one.
zone. Yeah, that's a sensitive zone.
Some women like an aggressive knee grab.
Yeah.
To let you know what time it is.
Like I think the back of the neck, like right where her hair and her neck is like right that, the bottom of the hair. I think for me that was like, because I stumbled on that by accident. Like a girl was driving one time, I just reached over and just
after
started.
You were eating her pussy in the car.
No, Rory, I did not do that. I just reached over and I put and then she got
beside herself?
The back. I was like, what you doing? She was like, nah, like that's. I was like, oh, I just stumbled on your spot.
Yeah.
My spot is very simple. Don't ask
you
me
get
what my spot
uncomfortable,
is.
but I was going to ask what your spot is.
No, don't ask me what my spot is. But it's very simple.
If someone, can you ask him? So.
What's your spot?
Oh, go right to it. That's my spot. Go right to
your
it.
dick is your spot.
Yeah. We not here to fuck around. We here to get right to business.
Men are pretty simple in that capacity.
Yeah.
I think I have some spots. I like a little ear. I'm not mad at the ear.
Rory.
I get a little chill sometimes. Like, ooh. You feel the goosebumps, babe?
Yo, you getting goosebumps is fucking crazy, man.
You all get goosebumps?
If it's chilly outside, yeah.
Oh, you gotta let her explore your spots, man.
Nah, fam.
You gotta let her go crazy.
No, she can explore my spot. Go right to it. That's not gonna give me goosebumps.
You don't even know if your ankle's your spot.
My ankles is definitely not my spot. Are you ticklish?
Yes.
That's crazy. You can't be ticklish. You're Irish, Rory. Come on.
Listen, I knew I could never be a street dude because I have beautiful eyelashes and I'm ticklish.
Yeah,
like the streets was not made for me.
You can't be ticklish. Did you deal with bullying in school?
To some degree.
Really?
I mean, I wouldn't. I guess it's considered bullying now. At that time, it wasn't bullying.
But what was your experience of what you think was bullying?
I was the youngest person in my neighborhood in our group of friends. So naturally, I was just smaller. And, you pick on the younger kid in a loving way. It wasn't bullying. Like, I never went to school like, oh, my God. Bullying, it was bullying from my friends.
Yeah. That's not bullying. That's part of growing up. That's not really bullying.
No one actually bullied me.
I was watching Raising Kanan. I finally watched the 3 episodes. And, the first one starts, he was bullied in the park. And went home, his mom gave him the sock, put the toys in, and was like, all right, we're going back to the park. And it was funny because literally that's all bullying. You just got to punch one dude in the face. Yeah. Just one. Punch him right in his face, bullying stops.
Yeah. Or like bring a screwdriver to school and just let people know what time it is.
Let's stick to the toys. Let's stick to the toys in the side. Yeah, let's stick to the toys. Did you see it yet? Did you watch Raising Kanan?
Yes, I'm 3 episodes in. Yeah. I like it.
I like it too.
I think I need less 50 narrating.
Mm-hmm. So I seen somebody say that too online.
The show is good enough to not need that. Like, I don't mind it in certain parts. I didn't mind it in the first episode to kind of establish everything, but I don't need much. Yes,
yeah. I see that.
I know who everyone is now.
Yeah.
I know what he's thinking. I don't need you to tell me. But I mean, I get it's 50s to some degree his story, so he want to do that.
I like it. I was surprised. I didn't think that I would like it. I thought I was kind of over the whole power book thing. But I like the first 3 episodes. I definitely like the first 3 episodes. They did a good job. I like the casting was great. I think the people that they picked for the show are doing a good job. And the story, the storyline, we kind of know bits and pieces of it through watching Power. But it's interesting for them to go into it. I love the fashion. I'm seeing a lot of old Coogee sweaters and Pelés and 8-ball jackets and shit like that. Like, so it's always good to see that when they reach back into like the real fashion era of the 90s and shit like that. Like, it's always good to see that on TV.
I'm a little upset, and maybe they just haven't gotten to the part yet that they didn't reach out to me to play young Tommy. I'm still
that's what's up, man? I don't even understand how you
Listen,
from Queens.
Man, he got beat up in the park that Baisley's named after.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, how did you? Where were you for this casting?
Like,
like you don't know. Courtney didn't reach out.
I mean, 50 may have a problem with me, but that's another.
Oh,
another
see, come on, you
combo for
fucked up
another
the bag, Rory. You fucked up the bag. We could have been Tommy and Ghost, man. The young Tommy and Ghost.
You don't look like Ghost.
I know, but I'm just saying we could have.
like you just don't. I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna burst your bubble.
I'm just saying I could have been a young Kanan.
But my brain has been running so much in that Kanan show. Every girl that pop up, I'm just like, I wonder if that's Tasha. I wonder if 50's gonna beat.
Yeah, you trying to figure out when is her role? When is
Yes.
she? Yeah, it's a good show though. The first 3 episodes was really good. I was really surprised. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I didn't want to watch it, but then a lot of people told me like, nah, check it out. Like, I think you'll like it, and I definitely do like it. This can hold me over until Snowfall comes back for sure.
Yeah, and again, and this is just shows, we used to clown Power a lot of like, damn, if you really know New York, like, come on, how he found parking there.
Yeah.
Type of shit.
Yeah.
I just want to know why 50's mom and Joey Badass keep meeting on the Upper West Side to talk about blocks in
But
Queens.
you can't call him Joey Badass, man.
How far I'm thinking about the traffic to even get over there.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. But those shit like that, we gonna have to deal with. We gonna have to deal with shit like that in shows forever. Like, that's not real, fam.
Like, don't argue about blocks off Sutphin in the Upper West Side, bro. Like, go meet somewhere in Queens.
Yo, you remember meeting girls at the Virgin Megastore in Times Square?
Of course.
And they had this section where you could listen to music. They had the headphones, and whatever new albums was out, you could listen to the new album right there.
Mm-hmm. That was, I didn't have any games, so the only game I had was that I liked music.
Right.
So I could I didn't have one-liners, so I could just talk about, I'll tell you about that album.
But the younger generation, they don't know, like, that was part of the weekend, like, trip downtown.
Of course.
Get on the train, go to the Virgin Megastore. You knew you was gonna see some girls there. New music was out. You had money for maybe one album.
If that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like I can get one CD.
And that was a spot too, like when releases happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like the artists would be there a lot
go
of
do
times.
the
Like that was the one
in-store.
they really
Perform
targeted.
there.
No, that whole area, and not even just there, a lot of the CD stores,
Mm-hmm.
that was really the spot by the headphones.
Yeah.
Every single time.
That was like I tell people, you don't really. It's certain things that I miss because it was a difference in the way you receive the music. Because now, if I had to travel, I had to get on the train, go downtown, go to Virgin Megastore. If all the headphones was taken and people were listening to music, you got to wait.
Mm-hmm.
So then you got to walk around. You might see another CD that's like, oh, I didn't even know this was out.
Yeah.
One headphone opens up. You run to it. You throw the headphones on. You listen to the music. Turn to the left. You see a girl standing there, she listening to music. So now you gotta you don't want to be, you know what I mean? You gotta talk to her and see what she listening to.
Yeah, and that was when women didn't expect you to buy everything, and they were buying their own CDs. Nowadays I'd have to go like, yo, let me copy that
that Chanel bag. Oh, as soon as you meet her, let me copy that $7,000 Chanel bag that you're
Monica
looking at.
CD. I think maybe that's why my ear might be my spot, is because of the Virgin store with the headphones.
It's a joke in there. Virgin
Mega store, my ears spot. I'm still mad at you for not having spots.
I told you what my spot
feel
is,
like
but
you
what do
just
you
need,
want me to?
I'm backtracking.
You want me to create a
I
spot?
feel bad for you. Like you need to
Why?
explore more.
No,
Let her lick
right
your
here.
elbow. Maybe that's the thing.
Oh, you can lick whatever you want. But my spot, what's going to really set this thing off, you know where you got to go. Come on down. You know where you got to go.
But how would you know?
That's my spot?
No, that you don't have other ones.
I mean, I'm pretty experienced, Rory. And this one is okay, maybe like when she's getting closer to the spot, like maybe like my leg or my, inner thigh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's like, okay, she about to, but that's only because I know she getting closer to the spot.
Is your push to start the gooch? That's your nipple?
That's crazy.
Well, I'm asking questions today.
The gooch is underrated. Let me just say
Underrated. That's the number one spot.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't know if women really know, like how
No,
much the
probably
gooch
not.
will like get things accomplised.
It'll raise my leg up.
Oh,
my legs will be in the air.
I turned into a convertible. Are you kidding me? Like, you didn't know I turned into a convert. Rory, if she starts doing too good of a job, you got to man up, and you got to be like, all right, like now I'm about to take you to Pound Town. You have to.
I'm still in bliss with my legs on her shoulders.
I don't know if I go that crazy.
I've never done that.
I don't know if I go that crazy. I
No.
turn into a convertible. I get very I turn into Bendy Williams a little bit.
Bendy Williams.
Like my
You're an
legs-
idiot.
My legs start doing things I didn't know 39-year-old legs could do. I will say that.
I get
But
real,
as far as
real
putting them
turtle
on-
like.
putting your legs on her
Yeah, man.
Yo,
Pound this
you
gooch.
a kinky white boy, man. You a kinky ass white boy, man. I didn't notice about you.
I mean, I like to experiment.
Okay, listen, man. I respect it. This is definitely a day I wish.
Once I got over how I grew up and everything I thought as a man you couldn't do, like I realized how much men we can't enjoy life.
Yeah,
How we're raised, we're just not allowed to like things. And once I
Right.
got over that and realized, again, this is how I was raised, I've changed my thinking that everything that you do is gay. It's like, I can't do that. That's gay.
yeah.
Once I got over that and realized how dumb that was, my life has been amazing. I've
No, we
experimented with
definitely-
so much shit.
Yeah,
I don't-
as young men, we definitely grew up with a lot of like dumb shit in our head. That it's like, oh, a woman shouldn't do that. A woman shouldn't kiss you and lick you like that. Well, are you kidding me?
Dog.
As an adult, I'm mad if she doesn't kiss and lick on me. Are you kidding me?
Men are just not allowed to enjoy things. Like
That's the
it's
truth.
even like having Baisley, like a cute little fluffy dog
Mhm.
growing up.
Mhm.
Man can't have that type
Yeah,
of
we
dog.
told we should have
come
like a
on.
Rottweiler,
Yeah.
a pit bull, things
you know,
like that.
You know how amazing it is to cuddle Baisley at night?
You don't want to cuddle like a Rottweiler?
No. I want to have a cute dog.
Nah, you're right though, man. We grew up with a lot of dumb shit and things we can't do, can't say. But as men, you grow older and you're like, okay, I was cheating myself.
Yeah, let her
I
lick
wasn't
your
living
ass,
the
man.
life.
It's
Yeah,
okay. It's,
yeah.
it's fine.
Let her do what?
Mhm.
Okay.
I said let her lick your ass. No?
Rory, I'm here. What are you asking me? Am I do I get into that?
I had my butt squeezed and I was like, wait, 30 years I've been waiting for that. I had no idea this was a thing.
Oh, you liked it?
I didn't dislike it.
All right, but give me context. Like, were you like ass naked, or was it like you just had like some jeans on and a woman thought that your ass looked great in your jeans? Like, what you got to give me
I
context.
wear some slim jeans. Sometimes I could fill them out.
Okay, listen,
I'm
man.
just trying to make you as uncomfortable as I can.
No,
today.
no judgment zone here. You're my guy. No judgment zone here.
No, I always used to run from that type of shit. Anytime a woman get behind me, I'm like, whoa, just standing.
Yeah, that's just a reflex.
Just get
that's a
away
reflex.
from
That's a
me.
reflex. Yeah, that's a
And
reflex.
she's like, did you do time? I'm like, nah, just because I was raised.
Did you do no, I was just raised this way. I didn't do a stint anywhere.
Nobody could get behind me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gay.
Yeah, but now
No, it's cool, man. Grab away.
I didn't know women was really into that like until a few years ago. Like women like grabbing our asses.
Women like to, I think women are so mad they're not allowed to thrust like the way we
Mhm.
thrust on them.
Mhm.
That anytime like you're sitting there trying to cook food, they get behind you and thrust is a joke and you're like, yo, don't even play with me that type of
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
That's just, it's one of those things they can't do. So they really want to do it. And at that point, I'm like, go find a lesbian and put a strap on. Like, leave me out of your thrusting.
But women tell me a lot that if they like, yo, if I had a dick, oh my God, I'd be a hoe. I'd be smashing everything. I'm like,
Well,
but
that's,
then y'all get mad at us when we
That's how an STD spread.
I'm just saying. I've heard women say that. Like, damn, like you just walking around with that shit in between your legs. I would be trying to smash it. I'm like, wait, what?
But that's such weird thinking too, because who says you be an ill dude? Who says
That's another thing.
who says you would even let you smash?
Yeah, that's another thing that they don't think about when they start talking crazy like that.
They don't even know how to flirt. They think they could live as a man to try to get some pussy.
I think women know how to flirt. I don't know why that's a thing now. Why people say women don't know how to flirt. I think women know how to flirt. No, women know how to flirt. They don't make it as obvious as men do, but women definitely know how to flirt.
What's the last line that worked on you? That was a good flirt.
I'm not sure if it was a line, but I could just. It was more so the way she was like smiling at me when we were talking.
She put money bags under your photo.
No. She didn't do that. But some women do that now. I think that's hilarious. But no, she's like in having conversation, she was just smiling at me. And I was like, you could just feel it. It's like, why are you smiling at me like this?
But
It's
that's,
like, oh,
that's women privilege in the dating world. Because just a dude, for the most part, by percentage base, just smiling at a chick, she's probably like, yo, who is this creep smiling at me?
Yeah, it's different. That's what I'm saying. It's different. So when you see a woman smiling at you, you got to know as a man, like, okay, she's smiling. And she's not going to just sit here and smile at me unless she's feeling me.
No, approach a dude, hit him with a line, and see if he reacts. A woman
she
doesn't know how to do that.
What line work for you? A woman flirting on you, what's a line that you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm locked in?
A woman understanding my dry humor is the only way I think flirting works in my life.
That's true. A woman that gets your humor and she can throw things back at you and hit you.
But that comes from me flirting, because I'm coming in, and the only way I know how to flirt is to like make really self-deprecating or really dark jokes. Mm-hmm. And if she gets them, now I understand that's someone that I could be around.
Right, right. But I think it's just different forms of flirting. But once you hang out with enough women and you talk, you like, oh, okay, that's because women will tell you, I'm not just smiling at a dude unless I'm feeling him. They'll tell you that straight. I'm not smiling at a dude.
Okay, but they're smiling at him for him to then come approach. That's not flirt. You go do it. If you that's why
I see what you're saying. You want them to go all the way.
That's why I do get upset. Yeah, like that's why I get upset when women be like, "Oh, dudes have no game. They don't know how to do shit." I'm like, y'all don't know how to do anything. The nerve of you to even talk about a dude and how he approaches women and if he has any game, if any of that type of shit. You have no idea how to do anything.
I don't have no game.
I don't think I do either.
I don't have no. But
that's a game. Don't do that because that's game.
Saying you have no game is game.
There's an approach to that. Not having no game.
No, but I really don't have any game. I know how to hold a conversation with women. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's game, but I'm not sitting out there like
to mature women. Yes, that's game.
Yeah. I'm not sitting out there macking like trying to drop lines and woo
please,
her
you drop emojis.
I drop one emoji and it's consistent across the board with everything.
But I mean, has the quote unquote game ever really worked? Like one-liners don't work unless you're doing them sarcastically.
Yeah, but not anymore.
That's game.
Yeah, like you could say little slick shit like in response to a woman, and she like, okay, you think you got game? Like she'll catch it, she'll pick up on it. But I think it's corny when you try to like kick game though. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you really sitting there with a woman and you trying to kick game, I think that's worse. That's almost like cringe. Like, yo, what's wrong with you?
But that's kind of hypocritical because holding a conversation with a woman that you're interested in is subtly doing that. You're hiding that you're kicking game. That's your game.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with that.
You just sitting there giving straight one-liners.
No. Having the conversation. Have a conversation. Be able to hold a conversation. Talk about different things. Have some humor in there. You know what I mean? Like talk about whatever's going on in the world. Vaccines, this, that, and the third, and have some humor with that. That could be considered game, but it's not
I think it is.
Yeah, but it's not like you sitting there like, oh, I'm about to like kill her with this one. Like to me that's a little corny when guys like you go out to like try to do that. Like I'm gonna kill her with this line right here.
Yeah, but you're just doing it in a more subtle and lethal and probably more effective way of the long game of let me have a real conversation. Because rarely does just one line ever work unless she's a fame whore and you're famous. Like it doesn't really work.
Right. No, I feel you.
But we're getting away from the point of me saying women have no game at all and don't know how to flirt. And I would appreciate if they would learn how and stop judging the rest of us.
I think women know how to flirt. That's what we're going to disagree on that. I think women know how to flirt. It's definitely different than the way we flirt, but women know how to flirt, bro. Women are very aggressive in 2020.
Have you ever been bagged?
For sure. I've been bagged and had sex and didn't realize like
that he was bagged.
Yeah. Like,
wait, did I just get fucked?
Yeah, fam, I'm trying to tell you, like, I got bagged, had sex, and like, she straight, like, just like, was like, yo, we'll get up like whenever. And I'm like, whoa.
How did that feel? Didn't feel good, did it?
No, fuck no. I was like, wait, whoa. You're not gonna just tell me no shit like that. Like, what you mean? Like, you have free time. I be seeing you in your gram. Like, you just be chilling. Like, we should be chilling together. Like, I turned it to that guy.
You started clocking her moves?
For sure.
No, you're free right now.
Yeah, like, yo, right now, like, I could be right there with you. Like, you ain't doing shit. Hell yeah. Like, what? As bad as she was?
Do you remember how she went about it and how she got you?
It was literally like...
Don't tell me she got on top first, too.
No, fuck, come on. I have some pride. I have some pride. We're not doing that. I have pride. No, she, like, we was regular conversation, exchange of numbers, like, met up, went with her some like she wanted to go to some store or something, did that, got in the car, went back to her crib and like literally got into it. And it was like, I didn't think any of this was gonna happen. Like, and then like she like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go out of town, this, that, and the third, like, but we'll get up. Fam, it's not a good feeling. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, the first time I was bagged and fucked, it did change my life as far as how I treated women too. Like,
you were scarred.
No. Like the opposite. Like I felt bad. Like, you know, sometimes you don't realize what you do to people until it's done to you.
Absolutely.
It drastically changed my thinking when that happened. I was like, all right, yeah, this is not a good feeling to get fucked and then
and not know when I'm gonna get fucked again. Because that's all it is.
No, to be talked to.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I just want to know when we gonna do this again. Like that was my thing. Like, nah, don't just leave me like with a cliffhanger. Like, nah, you gotta let me know.
You could have just told me this is just what you wanted.
That's how I felt. Because now I'm prepared. Like, all right, cool. But it's like we caught a vibe. She was cool. You know what I mean? It was like everything was great. The sex was great. And then now I don't know when this is gonna happen again. Nah, we can't do that. We can't do that.
One time, a chick that I had relations with, I then hit her back and we started talking immediately and continued on to talk. She then informed me that she thought after that first time that we had sex that I wasn't going to call her and that I was just going to move on, and she just thought that was it. And then I started to feel away because I was like, damn, you was okay with that? Is that how he was going to?
Yeah. That's how
he was just trying to fuck me?
Yeah. Because she thought that you was just trying to fuck her.
I'm intentional.
It's dog eat dog, man. That's what it is. Kill or be killed.
Eat or be ate?
Yeah. Pretty much. That's how it is, man.
That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's why you can't fuck anybody on tour.
Rory, that's crazy. That's crazy that you threw that in there on me like that.
What you mean?
Nothing, man. That's just wild.
No, but that's just only my thing. I realized the damage I was doing because when it was done to me, I was like, damn, she should have just like told me that's all she wanted. I would have been with it, but I would have known.
You just want to be prepared for it. You want to be prepared for it. You want to feel like you like, all right, I didn't get blindsided by this thing. And like you said, it kind of makes you feel like, damn, like when I do this is how it feels. Like,
yeah,
it's a piece of shit, man. Got to get our shit together.
I mean, yeah, but then again, there's been mad times where I've said I didn't want something serious, or a chick has said something she didn't want something serious, and then it got really fucking serious.
Between y'all, or
yeah, and I feel like the most serious I've ever gotten is with women that weren't looking for something serious, and I wasn't looking for something serious,
and then fell into something serious together.
Yeah, the same way with was it the last episode that we were talking, and I was saying a lot of my longer relationships, situationships, talking to people have come from fucking on the first night.
Yeah, and like we got the response to that was a lot of people say, yeah no, this is real. Like you have sex the first night and then you look up and 10 years later you're married.
Exactly. But no, I think there's a lot of women that say they don't want nothing serious and then next day is serious.
Well, I mean, I think, again, that may be a defense mechanism too. To kind of try to keep your feelings at bay and not get your feelings into it too soon and get your feelings hurt. So you say, oh, I'm not looking for nothing serious. This is just, we're just having fun and we're just, but I'm not looking for anything like too serious. And in the back of your mind, you're like, I love this girl already. like I want her every day.
But sometimes I feel like that's women running game because they're saying what they think you want to hear. Like, oh no, I'm not looking for something. Like, we just keep it casual.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then what pisses me off though is like when their actions are completely different from that. And it's like, stop saying you don't want nothing serious and then treating me seriously.
Yeah, you treating this situation way too seriously.
But no, you're right. I think that is a defense memechanism.
It
like
is,
to get far the fuck
100%.
away from the idea that I could get hurt or I'll get played. It's actually that's an ego thing. I don't even. That's really like, I'm not going to look stupid in this situation.
Right.
Because I told you I didn't want nothing. And now you're treating me this way type of thing. Yeah, it's an ego.
There's definitely some ego in there. It's some pride in there. It's some, I'm not going to be the one to get hurt. Like, I'm not going to be. So it's almost like I'm not going to blink first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, but like, damn, I like her. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but she ain't, she might hurt me. We can't have that.
Well, then you get in that double dutch game of both y'all saying like, no, it's, casual. We talking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to get super serious, but we still
But then
rock
get
with
mad,
each other.
get mad when you see her with another dude.
Exactly. And then y'all playing double dutch on who's going to be serious first.
Look at the stupid ass games people play, man.
Dating is just it's a stupid game.
It's
the
a game.
entire thing.
It's a stupid
with adults, game. It's not an age
fun.
thing. It's not a maturity thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone just plays terrible games instead of saying really what it is from rip.
The dating pool today though seems to be like terrible though.
Why do you say that?
I don't think the options are that great. I don't think that I think people again that everybody's playing the hurt or be hurt game. You know what I mean? I'm a savage, this, that, that type of shit.
Yeah.
And nobody's being honest with their feelings.
Yeah. Well, I think women have adopted that mentality. Well, that mentality has been heightened and it's been okay and encouraged for women to be savages, and that's cool, whatever. Do what you want to do. But I feel like men were already savages and now that's heightened us even more. Like, you made the killer a serial killer because now he has to deal with the same mentality. At least when women weren't pumping that idea, it brought us back a little bit. It humbled us a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like two dudes fucking. Mentality wise, I'm serious.
Laugh at that?
Like mentality wise, it is kind of that case.
Yeah.
Like who could fuck over who first?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People just not being honest with their feelings, man. I think that's my biggest problem with the whole dating scene is that people just not honest with themselves and they're not honest with their feelings. It's like, if you like this person, tell them you like them. If you don't, if you want it to just be, this type of relationship, say that too. But then you got to live by that though. You can't now tell this woman, yo, nah, I'm not looking for nothing serious, and then you see her out with somebody else and now you in your feelings and you upset and you texting her little shady shit. And it's like, fam, you just told her you wasn't looking for nothing serious. So what's she supposed to do? Like sit at home and act like she's, not single?
Okay, but can I say I don't want something serious and also be mad at it?
You can, but it's like, what type of game are you playing? Like, what is that?
Well, if you want me to express my feelings are I don't want anything serious, but that shit pissed me off.
But I didn't like seeing you with another guy?
Yeah.
That's selfish.
OD selfish.
That's selfish as fuck. You can't do that.
Selfish thing.
Yeah, like you can't do that. You can't be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing serious with you. Yo, word. You at home. What, fam? You just told this woman you didn't want nothing with her.
Okay, I know you've probably never done that and expressed it. Have you felt it though?
I felt it, yeah. Felt it for sure. I've never actually sent a message saying, oh, you with dude. I've never done that. But I've definitely had some relations with a woman and then seen her out with another guy and felt some type of way about it. Like, damn, like,
but did
that was quick.
Did that make you want to maybe take it serious? Because you're like, damn, I feel this way now about her. So maybe I actually do like her.
I do like her, but seeing her with another guy didn't make me want to take her serious. No.
Okay. So it just made you kind of want to run away because you were like, damn, I have feelings and I should get away from this.
Now it's like, damn, like I should have probably like, I shouldn't have told her that I didn't want nothing serious. Should have told her like, I don't know yet. Because that's the safe spot. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out.
But how long does the I don't know even last? Like how
I don't know might buy you a
window.
Month. Maybe a month. After that, you're going to have the conversation again. She's going to be like, yo, all right, so what we doing? Because niggas is in the wings waiting. And that's another thing.
But then that's going to make me say, all right, go ahead.
But that's pride.
No, it's not.
That is, what are you talking about? Because a woman has options waiting and you don't know what you want to do with her. And then you tell her, well, go ahead. Like, you don't want her to go ahead.
Okay, all right, then let's reverse it. I can say I have options, right? And I'm saying to her like, yo, either let's get serious or let's end it. Like, you need to tell me now. If it's ending, that doesn't mean I'm running to options or like gloating about options. That's weird to me. Like, it's either, all right, if I can't get you, I'm gonna go to them. Like,
no,
that's weird.
No. Yeah.
It's such a weird mentality to me.
100%. No, okay, now I understand what you're saying. That's weird. Like, if I feel like it's like, oh, I gotta be your man right now, or you gonna go on the date with somebody else. Like, to me, it's like,
especially if I'm sitting there going to her like, yo, I want to get serious with you, but I'm saying I have I could just go to these other options. Yeah. It's like, do you even want to get serious if you're even thinking that you have options?
Now I understand what you're saying.
Because when chicks have said to me, I'm like, well, then go ahead. Yeah, that's not an ego. If you're thinking about those options, don't let me stop you.
I get it. Now I live by that. I live by that. So now I understand what you're saying. I didn't understand what you were saying at first, but yeah.
Now I respect you saying either let's get serious or let's end this, because I want to get serious, and if we're not going to do that, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm cool with that all day. But because of an option, go with the option.
Yeah, but I don't even like having that conversation of, what we doing. I hate that, because how do you even answer that? Like, what we doing? It's like, what is this? I don't even know how to.
I wish I had an answer to that.
Yeah, I don't even, and it's not that I don't know what it is. It's just that I don't know how to answer that. It's like, I like you. I enjoy being with you. Like, you want me to put a title, a label on this thing? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, and then that to me becomes, and this is where like women will call me toxic or trying to spin something.
No, of course they will.
Now to me, it's like, all right, you want the title for what? So your group chat can stop saying what's going on over there? Like, is it for you? Is it for the rest of the world?
What they love to say? They love to say it's security.
But if I'm providing security for you and you feel secure, what's the issue?
Yeah. You providing the security?
I mean, like an internal. You feel secure around me. You feel secure that this is you and I, and just together, you and I, and this is just this is us. That.
Yeah.
And no, more importantly, when we're not together,
right?
That's why I never know. Like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know. So, it feels good, so I'm rolling with it.
But it's so crazy how that question will stump 98% of men. What we doing? What is this?
I think it would stump women if we asked it. We just don't ask it. We get asked that.
Nah, bro. I think women have it. Bam, bam. They have everything written. I think she'll pull out her notes and tell you exactly what she's doing with you. Like, nigga, I love you. Like, I stopped taking birth control last week. I'm looking at new condos. I got our next 3 vacations planned. Like, women know exactly what they're doing and who they're doing it with. Do not get that fucked up.
No, I think women have that, and I'm generalizing. I think women have that list, and it's insert guy here for the moment, and if he's going to go with it.
Oh, yeah, women definitely have their template. Like, they have the template, and then they place you in it, and if you fit the template, then great. If not, pop you right out, throw another piece in there. I
think men base their template off the woman that they're meeting and dealing with, and women put the men in the template that already exists.
Absolutely.
And that's where shit gets fucked up, because it's like, dog, I did not agree to be in this template that's been in your notes for 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's also a reason why you're single.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But that's just trying to put people in this template. And I just think, and again, men, I'm not saying men date better. I just think we adjust our templates to the person we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Like, better than women.
Yeah, like, okay.
You know the women are going to kill us for this, by the way. But it's
absolutely
okay.
Murder. No, and I'm ignorant and stupid, and kill me, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dumb. I think a man will look at a woman and say, yeah, I could probably marry her by the time I'm 40.
Mm-hmm.
She in her template says, I'm going to be married at 30.
Yeah.
It just depends on who's coming along.
Yeah, it depends on whoever's down for it. And if you're on what I'm on, then great. I just don't like feeling like, when you meet a woman, I don't like feeling rushed. Because it's kind of like, yo, like, why are you rushing this? Like, are you on a clock or something? You know what I mean? Like,
a lot of women do feel like they're on a clock.
That's crazy to me.
Well, they're on a biological clock.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Women are on a much quicker shot
we're
clock.
We're all on clocks, but their clocks,
we're basketball
they look at their
in
clocks.
the 60s. They're basketball. They got a real shot clock. They got 24 seconds.
Yeah, they look at their clock often. Yeah. We just like, nigga, my knees are still feeling good. My back ain't hurting yet.
Hairline's still here.
Hairline still. I'm all right. Like, I got some time.
That's still get it up.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
That's how we approach life. Like, as long as everything is still working, we got time.
And get out of here.
The Space Jam is in LA officially.
That is true.
The Lakers have loaded up a super team, and I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't thought about it long enough. obviously Russell Westbrook is one of my favorite players. The Lakers is my favorite team. LeBron James, one of the greatest players ever. Anthony Davis, great player. Trev is back in LA, Laker champion. They added some good pieces around them. But I don't know, man. I just seen this. I seen this movie before with these teams where they load up on these big names, and it just doesn't gel together on the floor, and it doesn't translate into a championship. I've seen it like too many times.
So style of fucking ball.
Yeah, like people. Carmelo, can't forget Melo. I like the pieces. Like I like the pieces. I like the names and the accolades and the careers of the individual players, but I don't know, man. I don't know if this translate. Like, I'm not jumping on the Lakers got it locked already train. I'm not doing that. I'm a diehard Lakers fan. I was happy to see these pieces, Russ and Bron together, and then Melo and Trev, and they got a shooter in Wayne Ellington, Kent Bazemore. They added some really, really good pieces. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just want to know what day they was in that boardroom was like, well, fuck it. Let's just let everything go. Yeah, this is kind of nuts. Like,
yeah,
to me, this shit is kind of corny.
Yes, it is, man. And I'm not, I like to see the best go at each other. I like to see the best play against each other for the title. It's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like this. And it's almost like it's a response. Like, other teams are doing it because other teams have done it. So it's like, oh, well, we got to make it to where we compete. Like, we got to keep up with. But the Milwaukee, and shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks and their fans, the Milwaukee Bucks just won a championship, and they don't have a super stacked super team. They have really good individual players.
No, the Suns weren't even a super stacked team at all either.
Right. So it's I don't know if it looks great on paper. Of course, the stands are going to be, it's going to be sold out. But
I think Brooklyn would have been up there had everyone not been hurt.
Oh, well, I think
the super stacked team.
Yeah, I think Brooklyn was the favorite if they were healthy. I think a lot of people had them winning it. But, even with Brooklyn, it's like we got to see them healthy. So we can't, we give them that. But I don't know if it just automatically means championship.
No, it doesn't. Because, even granted, like Gary Payton and Karl Malone were kind of washed when they went over to the Lakers.
Yeah, they were older. Yeah.
And then with the big three with Celtics, it wasn't to this degree. And I can't even get mad at Russell Westbrook like going over there with the Lakers obviously wanting them, because you got to now compete with everyone else forming these fucking
That's what I'm
unions.
saying. It's a response to other teams.
It's annoying. Like, it should just be blocked. Like, I don't want the NBA to come in and have to really dictate how teams want to trade, because then that gets weird too. But like, I just wish players would stop forming this shit and just go fucking play basketball.
I'm not a fan of the because again, when does it stop now? Because now the Lakers have this team, so now other teams have to respond. It's like, okay, well, we got to get our stacked team in order to compete with this stacked team. And it's, the players have a lot of, they have a lot of power now. They could demand trades. They could demand where they want to go. They can demand to have other players brought in. And I'm not mad at it because, if a GM decides that he wants to cut you and, like release you, he doesn't have to consult with anybody. He just does it.
Yeah.
So the players are kind of like, well, shit, if we want to make a super team, like, and we can do it, let's do it. We don't have to consult with anybody. So I understand that. I'm just not a fan of it. I didn't grow up on this type of competition where it was like, all of these great players on one team. It was like, it was more spread out amongst the league, and it was fun to see the best go at each other. You know what I mean? Like, that was part of, watching the game. It was like, oh, we got Russ and, whoever tonight going at it. We got Bron and this one. We got, it's so now it's like, if y'all are on the same team, like, who? I don't want to see y'all beat teams by 50. Like,
you
I'm
really
not
gotta
watching
wait
that.
for the playoffs or for the finals to really look at some shit.
That's why I'm happy with the playing format. I know a lot of people hate it, but I'm not mad at it because it adds some excitement where it's like, it's one game.
Yeah.
You win, you move on. You don't, you out of here. So I kind of like that. But this super team is getting, I'm afraid that this Laker team is going to start a avalanche of more super teams to come.
I didn't think it'd get worse, but it clearly is.
Yeah, I think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse.
Listen, I'm a hypocrite because I've am a Yankees fan and fully supported all those mid 2000 teams.
Yeah, but it's kind of people. It's not different in baseball, but
I think it's worse. I think it's worse in baseball because you don't have to have super chemistry on a baseball team.
Yeah,
you could literally just put superstars in. They're by themselves at bat.
Yeah,
you don't need chemistry in that way. You need a good coach.
Yeah.
And good players,
good manager, somebody to manage the egos and
the batting order, and you don't need crazy chemistry.
I mean, shout out to the Lakers, man. You know, it's gonna be fun to watch. You know, I'm just scared about what the future of the NBA and these stacked teams is gonna look like. That's all. But as a Laker fan, I'm cool. Yeah, I like it. I like the roster.
Knicks look all right. So.
Knicks added Kemba. Kemba's back in New York.
I love that.
I love that. I love that Kemba's back in New York.
We need a point guard too.
Evan Fournier. They added Evan Fournier. I think he's an underrated player. Yeah, man. They addressed their point guard. They re-signed Derrick Rose. Shout out to Derrick Rose.
Thank God. I didn't want them to get rid of Derrick Rose.
Yeah, super happy for D Rose, man. I'm super happy. He's just it's hard to not like D Rose. Like, he's humble, great player. You know, competes. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy he got another contract with the Knicks. Shout out to Chris Paul. He got a huge contract extension with Phoenix. You know what I mean? I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I thought he was. No, I knew he would be back in Phoenix. I thought he would have. I'm not mad. I don't even know why I would think he would take it. Who's taking a pay cut? Why should you take a pay cut?
Not at the end of your career.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, fuck, go get that bag. Like, but I didn't think they was gonna cash him out like that. But shout out to Chris Paul.
Good. Well
shout out to Chris Paul.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything else.
What you got going on this weekend?
I'm going to Atlanta when everyone hears this. So I'll be in Atlanta, back out there. I'm very productive in Atlanta, so I like it.
Yeah, I thought about going down to the A this weekend myself.
Come, I'll extend. I was really trying to go down for like a day or two. But if you stay through the weekend, I'll go. Atlanta's peaceful, man. You don't have to go
I love Atlanta.
Have to go through the bullshit.
No.
You can find real nice, calm areas.
I love Atlanta. I'll think about it. I might go down there for the weekend and just chill though.
Yeah, we go try to get our Ye interview.
No. Good luck with that.
Go into his dorm room and record there.
$1 million. Kanye is not living in that little ass room for $1 million a night.
Listen, I thought New York apartment prices.
And we don't know if that's true. Like, people just be throwing numbers out. It costs $1 million.
I don't even know if he's living in there.
Yeah, like, no, he's not. I don't. Listen, you don't have to. Kanye is not staying in that little ass room to finish his album. It's not happening. He's not doing that.
You're not a genius, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not Steve Jobs.
You're right.
You're not Walt Disney.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I'm also not staying in that little ass room, but that's whatever.
All right. Yeah, I think that's about it for me. Like I said, I never know how to end this.
We never ending it. It's just until next time.
Just continuing on.
Yeah. Until next time. We'll see y'all. Well, we'll speak to y'all in a few days. Everybody be safe this weekend. Have fun. Hopefully we got some amazing music to listen to.
Yeah, when you're hearing this.
Yeah.
Hope we have all 3 albums.
And we have something to dictate and say whose album is trash. We do that too soon now. That album is trash. It's this. It's like, man, just live with the music for a while and let's come back to it. But hopefully we get some great music this weekend. Hopefully we it's one of them Fridays that we look back on, and I would like for this to become a thing. I would like for like multiple like heavy hitters to drop the same day. I would like to see that. No more stacked NBA teams, more stacked release drops. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do more stacked release drops, less stacked sports teams.
I'm not mad at that take.
I'm with that.
Let's put that take to the side because I may want to argue that.
Yeah.
I may want the opposite.
I'm with that.
We'll add that to the list for next week.
So y'all be safe. We'll talk to y'all in a minute.
All right, man. I think we uncovered the lost LA footage that we had.
The lost and found?
Yeah.
Is now found?
When people thought we took a week off and didn't. But that footage has been recovered.
Okay.
This is our Nas lost tapes.
This is our lost pod.
Yeah. It's been uncovered. It was dug out of the ground.
Say what you want to do. You want to
let's add it in.
Want to give it to the people?
Why not?
All right, cool.
I did over the weekend prior to Atlanta. I went to a baby shower.
How was it?
It was cool. It was I don't really like baby shower games. Like I really don't want to
You
rub.
don't like sucking bottles. He could suck the milk out the bottle the fastest.
Yeah, like I don't want to
don't
put
play those games.
I don't want to put a balloon under my shirt and like rub bellies with the other guy to see who could pop the balloon. I'm like this.
It's funny.
Listen,
funny games.
I accept all forms of lifestyle, but like balloon
absolutely.
play with my mans
Yeah,
is just
no.
not my type. It's not my thing.
No,
If
it's
that's
not
what
my
you
thing.
do,
Yeah.
I'm cool, man. Have a blast. Go to Party City, get as many balloons as you want.
Right.
I just don't want to pop balloons on my
I'm
stomach
not
with you.
that. I'm not with the putting the chocolate bar in the diaper so that it resembles like a dirty diaper, and you gotta kind of like change the diaper. It's just like, what are we doing, man?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a boy or girl? Just feel me like
You guys are having the kid.
yeah, like not me. I'm not here for this. You know what I mean?
But I did bring it up because I wasn't sure if I was shady or immature, but I did laugh to myself once I saw who was in attendance at the baby shower. Because Shorty had some old work at the baby shower. And I thought to myself, this is a sex-themed party.
Yeah.
This entire thing is about, hey, yo, we fucked.
We had sex, yes.
And something came from it.
Yeah, a life.
Don't invite the people that you also did this with and nothing came of it.
Okay, so you're not comfortable with your girl inviting dudes that she had relations with to her baby shower, to your baby shower?
No, because the theme of a baby shower, whether we like it or not, is, hey, we fucked.
And ta-da.
That's it. Like,
This is
yeah. Like if we're all out to lunch and he happens to show up, that's fine. I don't care. The theme is lunch here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
We're just eating.
We're lunching.
Yeah. But not at the baby shower.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it. I think I'm with you on that. I don't think that I would be cool with my girl inviting dudes that she had prior relationships with to our baby shower. I just don't see why they're there.
And
We don't need their gift. We don't need their, you know what I mean?
Like what if he wears Burberry too?
Well, then you got to step outside. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's like, hey, it's only one person here that will wear Burberry.
And then he's sitting there like, nah, I didn't even I forgot.
I forgot where I was going. Yeah, I know. We're gonna step outside and we're gonna make sure you change this shirt. Yeah, but I'm with you on that. I wouldn't be cool with my girl inviting one of her exes to the baby shower. I wouldn't.
But
be.
here
And then don't let it be the ex that everybody feels, because you know it's the one ex that everybody feels like should have worked out.
Yeah.
Like, you know, once he show up, the aunts know him, the kids know him.
Everyone's
they
excited.
hugging him. He's wrestling with the kids. It's
Yo.
like, fam, hold on, fam. like, you doing way too much at my baby shower. They'll be like, nah, we
your
not doing
nieces, nephews, younger
Love 'em.
cousins will always tell you exactly where her exes
Absolutely.
stand. Like when they get
Absolutely.
real excited,
that. Oh my God. When he
Dog,
gets down
look
on the
out
knees
for
and
that.
starts playing Monster with them, it's like, fam, let me holler at you.
Hey,
for a
word.
second.
Yo, I didn't even,
Step outside
I didn't even know
for a
these kids was
minute.
ticklish.
Yeah,
Come over here.
Yeah. We not doing that. Don't tickle my girl's cousins and y'all had sex before. We not doing that.
But no, I'm cool with ex work, and I'm not ever that guy. I just felt like,
Baby
dog,
shower,
we're here about
Yeah.
for fucking.
Yeah, baby shower, no, I'm not cool.
This is my day to say, hey, I fucked you.
Right.
I don't need anyone else coming in.
Christ, Rory. This is the day I will let everyone know that we fucked.
We had sex.
Yeah. I'm with you on that though. No, don't invite your ex to our baby shower. Don't do that.
But I'm a hypocrite because I've been old work at a baby shower. I've been old work at a wedding.
Me as well. But
I've
I wouldn't
been
be
old work at a
mad
engagement
if
party.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if she said, look, I wanted to invite you, but my boyfriend isn't really comfortable with you being. I wouldn't be mad.
Well, what's your protocol if you do go?
Usually just like I said, I don't stay long.
Mm.
I just come, show love, say what's up. You know what I mean? Let her know that I came in to support her on her day. Say what's up to a few of her homegirls I might know. Chop it up with them for a minute, and then I usually break out. I stay no longer than an hour.
Who do you approach first? You know how they set up the chairs and shit, and everyone says hello to them. Are you giving dude a pound first? Like, yo, congrats, bro. Like,
No,
I pulled out.
Yeah. Are you sure? Like, depending on how long, like, you know what I'm saying, in between, she fucked with me and she fucked with you. But, no, I usually find, like, the cool home girl first.
Okay.
Because usually the girl whose baby shower it is always busy and people are pulling her 1,000 ways. So you seek out the cool girlfriend that you and her are still cool. Y'all still kind of communicate a little bit. Whatever table she's at, you know what I mean? You sit right there with her. You kind of search that out. And then you let the girl whose shower it is, you let her introduce you to her baby father. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of let her make that introduction. Like, you don't just... Because usually he's at the table with all his homeboys
feel
anyway.
Awkward if she don't move to it quick. Then I feel like I'm being even more rude. Like,
Yeah.
now it look like she's hiding me. Like,
It look
bro,
like I'm
everything's
trying to
low.
be sneaky in here, like lay low. No, but you just find the cool homegirl. Once you find the cool homegirl, you sit at the table with her.
Y'all bust it up, y'all laugh. Usually, like, other girls will come sit down there too. So it's like now you're at the table with all the girls, like, busting it up. And, you know, you stay for an hour and you get out of there, man. Don't overstay your welcome.
This
It's very important
This
to
is
get
how
out of
sick
there.
my brain works. When I went to go get the baby shower gift, you know, of course, there's the registry shit where you can just order at this point. It's the easiest thing in the world. But I was like, nah, I know Shorty. She's like really into music. She's always talked about how she wants her kids to be into music. Nothing in that registry. It was diapers and other shit. I went to Target and got like the cool little kid keyboard shit for like, you know, it was 1 year to 2 years old. And then I started thinking like, when dude starts going through all the gifts and like there's one that's not on the registry and like, yo, why did he buy us a keyboard?
Yeah.
Like, that's where my head went. Like, he know your interests.
He knows what's going on in our relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna take the baby to guitar lessons.
Yeah, it's certain things that I think as an ex that you can't get for your ex's baby shower. Like you can't be the guy that buys the crib.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
What?
You can't buy the stroller.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. Like you got to get like diapers and you got to stay on that side of the registry.
If she allow you to do that, that says a lot about her.
Yeah, that's a little crazy for your ex to buy your stroller. It's like, nah, fam, we not doing that. Matter of fact, if I'm the baby father, we not even putting that on the registry. Like I'm getting that. You know what I mean? Like everything else, the little things, clothes, whatever. Yeah, you can get that on the registry.
Now I see why baby showers used to just be all women. That's how they started.
Yeah, yeah.
Too complicated.
It actually, baby showers, I think, started for just women, I believe. I think it was just an all women thing, and then I think the way it happened, maybe a guy went to pick up his baby mother and
Seen what was going on.
had some homies with him, and they was like, "Yo, it's lit!" Like, and that
Yo,
just
why don't we
changed the
just chill
culture.
here?
They're like, "Why don't we just chill here?
Some
like,
more gifts."
Yeah, like just chill here with the ladies. Like, so I think that's essentially how the baby shower culture was changed.
Oh man, we're not even talking about the other side of that coin though. Like when your homie has a baby shower and nobody fucks with his baby mother.
Oh my
Like
god,
how awkward that type of fake love can be.
Yeah, yeah.
Like men might be worse at that. Like
Yeah.
they'll show it completely.
Yeah.
Like they'll sit on the whole other side. Like
Sometimes you don't even show up.
like dog, I told you not to fuck this girl raw.
Yeah.
Like my stance is not gonna change.
Yeah.
I'm happy for y'all and that's gonna be my nephew or that or niece, but
Yeah.
this ain't the one for you.
Yeah, yeah, and I've been in that situation where it was like, you know, I mean, it's life, so it's always a blessing, but it's kind of like, you know, you wasn't supposed to do this. Like,
Have you ever tried to talk your man into abortion in a really light way?
that is
Like throw
sick.
little seeds and hint of like, yo, bro, like you got a lot going on in your life. Like it's
He ain't got a lot going on.
Nothing at all. Matter of fact, this may jumpstart his life.
Yeah, this will help you. This will actually
kick
push
in
you
the ass.
and motivate you to get your shit together.
But like you could see that she's probably not going to be a good mother.
Yeah.
You already like the other girl that he should have been with.
yeah, that's what it is. When you know that it was a girl that he was dating that, yo, she was better for you, and then y'all relationship was better and healthier, and like, I wish you would have, you know, been more into this woman and had a child with this woman versus. But again, it's a blessing. Kids and babies are blessings. So it's, you know, but I understand what you're saying. It's like,
Please. Sometimes they not.
You're right. I mean,
No, sometimes they
yeah,
just not.
Yeah,
Creating life is a blessing. Don't get me
creating
fucking
life
wrong.
is a blessing, but the
Sometimes
situation, the circumstance can be terrible.
sometimes like the blessing is right at the bottom of the mountain and
Yeah.
we're just at the top of this bullshit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I'm
maybe
with
we
you.
should just find a new mountain and like restart this
Yeah.
hike.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest fears, actually, having a baby with a woman that I shouldn't even be dealing with. That's why now it's kind of like, you know, as you get older, you're more cautious of the type of women that you deal with. 'Cause you don't want no slip ups and no mistakes with somebody because now you're tied to this person for life, forever.
But that shit to me is almost impossible because it's like, all right, how am I gonna know every girl I'm gonna fuck would be the right person to have a kid with?
Nah, but you just know. And when you're younger, it's just all about physical. It's just you know, she looks good, she's cute, nice shape, whatever, like, and you just trying to have fun. But as you get older, it's the pretty women, you know, but it's like, okay, but what else? You know what I mean? Like,
No,
can
that's
I have
cool,
fun
no,
with
I
her? Do
get
like her?
that.
What's her goals? What's her life like? How is her family? Like, what's her relationship with her family? Like,
But are you thinking all that before you fuck? Like,
no,
come
I'm
on,
just saying,
let's keep it
as
a
you
buck.
get older, you start to like notice things.
Of
like
course,
that. You know
of
what
course.
saying? Like,
I'm not disagreeing
what's up
there.
with you and your family? Like, how's your relationship with your mom, your dad, your sisters? Like, because that says a lot. You know what I mean? Like, that says a lot.
Yeah, but then there's also the other brain of just when you're scrolling through Instagram was like, well, I'd beat.
Oh yeah, that's the brain
And
that
then-
we were first born with. Like, that's our first brain. But then you shed that brain as you get older. You start.
You just know how to move in it, but you still, if
still
you're single,
there. It's still there for sure. It's still there. But you just, you know when it's I shouldn't be dealing with this woman or I shouldn't be dealing with this guy. Like, as you get older, you just know. Like, I should not have any dealings with this person. But, you know, that's how you get toxic relationships. That's where that comes from. You shouldn't even be dealing with this person.
Yeah. Well, that's why you have to listen to your friends. Because they know what's better for you than you know.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes your friends, they definitely can see a side of you with somebody that they like. Like, I like this version of you when you're with this person.
Yeah. And I just feel like we ignore our friends on that entire concept. It's like, dog, you don't know her. You don't know me on this type of shit. Like, fam, trust me.
You just met her.
I've seen every girl you've been with.
Yeah.
This is the worst idea.
Yeah.
If you do not stay with this fucking girl.
Yeah, but it's dope when you have a girl that you cool with and that your friends like. It's like, yo, your friends start giving you the look like, yo, what you doing, man? Like,
Listen, I've said that to my friends, like when the girl walk away or something, like, all right, so what's wrong? Because this seems too perfect.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
you just bringing her around now?
yeah,
Why you like, oh no, I'm not even cool. I'm not on there like that.
I've been in that situation with you.
We have.
Yeah, you've done that with me a few times. You was like, yo, what's up, man? What you doing?
And I've seen, listen, yo, all right, we joke about Maul not being in relationships or like really dating or anything. There was a woman that just like, I've never even seen Maul's face light up like that.
Oh.
Like, I've never even seen these back part of his teeth. I was like, wait, hold on. Sweetest
man.
woman. Like, you had a glow about you. There might have been
I was tan. I got a little tan.
might have been a bit of PDA at one point. I feel like maybe a little pinky handhold. Like, you're cooler than me, so
I get in. I get
you know
into
how to
that
move.
sometimes.
I just go straight PDA.
No,
But-
I get it. I got that bag. I got a PDA bag. I got a PDA bag. I
But
can
you
get
did
into.
it in a room that wasn't really PDA friendly.
Yeah, man. But again, when you have, certain women that you just cool with, and that
here
you've
we
known,
go.
no, for real, and that you've known for some years, it's like, that goes back to what I was saying. Like, it's important to have a friendship with a woman first before it's like, a relationship. You got to build that friendship. You got to put her in different rooms. She has to put you in different rooms and see how you react and how you handle yourself around different people. But it's just always fun when your friends, are in the room and they just start looking at you, giving you a certain look like, what you doing, man?
And then don't let your friends have a girl with them to add on to the entire
Jesus.
thing.
Yeah, that's when it's like, man, the woman start adding her sauce on it. It becomes
Then
a little.
she try to. I don't like when my friends bring a girl around and then that girl tries to become friends with the girl that I'm with. Like, give this some time. No alliances yet. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It's kind of like a secret society amongst women. Cause guys, we don't do that.
No, not at all.
Like, if we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman brings me around her friends and, her friend's man is there, like, me and this guy, we don't become, like, chummy and start kicking it.
It's just like,
it might be a game on and we're rooting for the same team.
Yo, Bucks, right?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that where we might find our little connection at. But once the game is off, it's like, you don't even speak to this dude no more.
And
like, it's just over.
Women are so bad at understanding, like, men getting along. Like, it could be like a kickback or whatever, and she sees you talking to her friend's dude, and like, oh, you guys got along so well. And like, no, I hated him.
Yeah.
I just did that to be nice and respectful for you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
yo,
like we
just
had a-
because we like basketball does not mean that that's my man's.
Yeah,
now.
like, we not hanging out. We didn't exchange numbers. We're not doing
my
that.
real friends like basketball too.
Yeah, and I wanted to see the game. I didn't even want to come to this event, but the game was
Word.
on, so it worked out.
And he started asking me too many fucking questions.
Yeah. It just gets a little weird. But women, I understand because women have that little secret code thing where they're like, yeah, girl, I'm trying to with his boy, and we trying to work our situation out, and they find that connection through that. Whereas guys are just like, yo, what's the score?
And don't let two sides meet each other.
Oh man, that's a whole nother headache.
That's what was the Allies against the triple axle of World War II? I don't know. I'm stupid. I didn't graduate. Whatever fucking France, Germany, and everyone got together. That's what happens when side chicks all happen to be together and like, oh, okay, you're the side too? Great. Let's form an alliance of sideness.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool when you have certain, like, if your homeboy, his girl is like really cool.
And I don't advocate for side chicks.
No. You don't.
I'm just talking
But
shit.
if you have a homeboy and his girl is like cool, that might work in your favor. Because 9 times out of 10, she knows you. Y'all have hung out before. Y'all been around each other. So she can kind of ask the girl certain questions. And then if she cool enough, she'll report back to you like, I like her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I like her. She's cool. Or, nah.
Well, what's been your protocol when a dude brings the side around?
Like, if my homeboy has a girlfriend and he brings his side girl around me, I mean, I never try to get too cool with the side, only because it's like, we don't know how long your contract is. You can be traded at, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you can be out of this locker room in a day. I don't know.
The older I've gotten too, like, I feel like an accessory after the fact, especially if I'm like super cool with.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's but you learn that with age. But like, it puts your mans in a really awkward spot sometimes. Like, of course, that's your dude. He's gonna hold it down. But like, dog, come on. Like, I gotta look your girl in the face a lot.
And and it's whack too when you and your man's girl are cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta talk.
It's like I can't be a piece of shit like that. Like, I can't get cool with it. I'm not going to disrespect the side, but I can't get cool with the side. I can be respectful. I can be cordial. Hello, how you doing? All of that. But like, as far as like exchanging numbers and like kicking it on a personal level, and I can't do that. Yeah, that's scumbag shit. I can't do that.
Just don't add me into this mess.
Yeah, it's not this. It's that scum, because when it all goes up, it's like now the girl's like, oh, you knew? Damn, man, you were supposed to be cool. You were supposed to be the bro.
But she should also know that your loyalty lies.
Women know, they know nasty. That, but they know that. But it's just like, at the same time, it's like, don't be a complete piece of shit.
But sometimes the sides are really cool.
No,
that's
they
why
are.
She's the side.
They absolutely are, without a doubt. But that's why it's still like, you gotta. They can be cool, but it's like, I can't let them get too close. Like, I can't become too cool. Cool girl to be around with for a few, hang out, but it stops right here. I'm not kicking it with her outside of this.
Well, before I forget, the girl that lit up your face, made you radiant, she like gave you skincare on spot, it felt like. What was wrong?
I wouldn't say nothing is wrong. It's just, it's just
never seen you so happy.
I was happy to see my friends.
I think you were wearing yellow. No. Like, that's not even your color.
I was not wearing no fucking yellow. Nah, it was, just friends, man. Just, it's good to see people that you enjoy being around, and that you don't get to see often because y'all live on 2 different sides of the world. But
won't love make it work?
First of all, don't ever look me in my eyes and ask me if love will make something work. Like, who are you right now?
Me?
Don't ever ask me no shit like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I think sometimes it's nothing wrong with just having like just real friends. You know what I mean? Like, you can just enjoy and but it doesn't have to be like a sexual thing. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. Obviously, there's attraction and things like that. But you just that sometimes when you take it there, it may ruin a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may ruin just that. No,
y'all are ruining the relationship. You like her. You're making up excuses. Oh, we're far from each other. You're in LA all the time.
No, that's not.
She could fly.
No,
y'all making excuses, man.
No, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
Say y'all scared of love.
Nobody's scared of fuck.
Just say it, man.
It's not that. It's
y'all were in bliss.
No, it was like I said, just friends, man. Happy to see each other and hang out, have a good time, like, and that was all. Go your way, I go my way. Go to work.
You're my friend. You don't make me feel that way.
Yeah, well, we're the same. We're not into. We like women. That's first and foremost. But yeah, just sometimes it's just things just don't go that way. It just stays at a friend level, and you just enjoy the person's company and hanging out whenever you can.
Okay, so if you move to LA, does that change with her? Hypothetically,
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Obviously, you have more time and things like that. But again, man, because you live in the same city now with women that you have those type of friendships with, and it never goes there either. So I can't say that. It's just sometimes it's somebody is at a certain point in their life and you're not there, and somebody wants things that you're not ready for, you're not looking for at the time. It's all about timing. And then sometimes it's really honestly just like, yo, we just better as friends.
Did you go to PR love camp?
No, I just
this is the best public relations on love I've ever heard in my entire life.
No, it's just when you
this is artist development of love.
It's living and learning. I'm watching my friends, what they go through in their relationships, some of my previous relationships, learning, and then being honest with yourself. I don't think I don't think we're honest with ourselves enough when it comes to dating and women that we have relationships with.
No, we're overcomplicating it. If she's your friend, it makes you light up.
Why do you
That's
keep saying-
one. That's one. And then you have to calculate the amount of time y'all spend in missionary. And if it's a long time, that's the one.
Yeah,
that's
like,
the one.
Well, you know,
Missionary
we always say if you,
and light my face up.
yeah, if you kiss in missionary, then y'all go together. That's kind of like signing a contract. Like if you kiss
to
her
me-
in missionary,
Well, what else would I do in missionary?
what do you mean?
I'm making out with her and fucking.
No, you grunt and you moan like it's fourth quarter of the playoffs, nigga. What you mean? That's
You a by the ear dude. You not a face to
for
face.
sure.
You don't gaze.
I
in
get
her
face.
eyes?
No, I get face to face sometimes, but that's when you could feel like her trying to like lock your soul in.
Oh,
in
of
that
course.
position. You know they drain you.
That's how
in
I
that-
come.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm drained. I'm drained immediately. I'm just praying
what's wrong
it didn't catch me off guard because I'm like, oh fuck, I wasn't supposed to stay in.
Yeah, man. Eye contact. It's amazing what eye contact during sex will do to the human body, man. Like it does something where it's just like, why are you looking into my eyes like this?
Yeah, women are like free divers when it comes to missionary. If you're choking them, why
Yeah.
can women hold their breath for so long?
Well,
It's like, yo, choke me harder, like till I can, and I'm like, dog, it's been.
Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Like, are you still awake?
Scuba dive, like free divers can only hold their breath for so long.
Yeah.
I just watched Shark Week. Like I know how long these. You don't even have a snorkel on.
That's because
Why could you hold your breath so long?
that's because the woman is trying to show you that she's in this for the long haul. And she's willing to endure. She's willing to endure and go through things to show you, like, I'm built for this.
So the longer you can choke her is
Oh,
the
man,
more shit she'll put up with.
Absolutely. She's a fucking soldier. Are you kidding me? Like, you can't get rid of her. You choke her for 3
Shit,
minutes.
most women can't really come until you knock their breath out.
Yeah, but that's, again, now that you say that, a woman told me something that was so crazy and it makes all the sense. I said, yo, why do women keep going back to the same dude that they used to fuck with? Like, most women have the same
Rent
man.
and phone bill.
Yeah, maybe. But she said, well, because most men can't make a woman orgasm during sex.
It's really difficult.
So when you find a man that can, you tend to go back to him because it's like most men can't. So you recycle the guy that can make you orgasm. And it's the simplest explanation, but it really fucked me up. And I'm like, wow, like that, okay, that makes all the sense in the world. Like, I get it. I understand.
Because any woman will make us nut, so it don't really matter.
Fam, we're just pieces of shit. We don't.
I've kind of just given up on not figuring out how to make a woman come, but like you just got to tell me at this point of how it's
How
gonna
you
work.
come?
Yeah.
Stay on the clip, man. I'm an advocate. That's all you got to do. Just stay on the clip.
All right, let me ask you a question. See if you're a little too cool for something that will help you in the long run one day.
Okay.
Or you can be the guy that she goes back to.
Wait.
How you feel about teammates, man?
What do you mean by teammates?
Teammates.
What do you mean?
Things with batteries make women come way
Oh,
more
like-
way more often than we do.
Oh, like a vibrator, toys in the bed?
Bro,
If it's a vibrator, I'm not mad. But if she brings a fucking if she brings a podcast mic into the bed, like,
now you're looking at your
yeah,
shit.
I'm like, yo, fan, ho, we not doing that. We not doing that. Like, no, that's not happening. But a vibrator for some clitoral stimulation, sure, why not?
I think men should walk around with those now.
With vibrators?
Fan, listen, I'm getting older and I'm getting more tired as the days go. When you got that teammate right there, like when you got Luca in your back pocket,
Yeah.
and you could just kick back.
Yeah. Who asked me that? I think, I went on Horrible Decisions with Mandy and Weezy, and they asked me, they was like, yo, so if a girl comes over, spend the night, you're having sex, like, you don't pull out toys, you don't pull... I said, I think a woman would look at me crazy if I pulled
that's
out
some serial killer shit.
like a vibrator and dildo while she would be like, yo, who are you? Like, that just was, and I, and Weezy and Mandy, I talked to them about, I get a lot of information from them about women and sex.
I had a lot of information about men from them.
Yeah, but they told me that guys out here really have toys in their bedroom. Like, and I'm like, that's kind of like when you find out you're in a party and everybody has a gun and you don't. You kind of feel like, wait, what? I should get out of here. Like, I'm the only one in here that's not doing this.
When I found out everyone was taking sex pills, I felt like the only one in the MLB that didn't take steroids.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I've been going to bat like with just
Absolutely.
my muscles.
Yeah, you got to have that extra oomph. It's okay. It's accepted now. But I'm not doing vibrator. Okay, dildo, no.
Dildo might be a stretch for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know where that would go in the mid.
Like, where you putting a nightstand next to your Bible? Like, where's a guy?
No, I'm saying even if she has it chilling there.
Yeah, like
vibrator though, we have to get over that stigma. That is your best friend chilling right there. That vibrator.
It's just that now women have so many different contraptions and stuff that they use. Like a woman showed me it's a vibrator that she can insert in herself, but you can still penetrate her while it's in her. So I'm like, oh, so
where does
like
it end up?
It's basically like
in her cervix.
No, it looks like a cup, like a C, and it's like on top of her clit and inside her vagina. But then it's like enough space for you can slide in as well.
Okay.
So I'm like, wait, so it's gonna vibrate like me as well? So she was like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. And I'm like, I don't think I need to be vibrated.
Well, this is weird just because it's 3 men in here. I don't know how far I want to take this. I put the vibrating ring on before.
Okay, it got a little weird in here.
Yeah, it did. No, listen, it made my stroke crazy. Like I didn't really have to go too nuts. I kind of just had to chill.
You didn't know that sensation was crazy?
I mean, it didn't do anything for me. It kind of was just, it almost made me laugh. Like sometimes I get a little immature in sex just because I'm young. Like certain shit make me laugh. Yeah. Like I still laugh when her pussy fart. It's just funny to me. Don't be embarrassed.
I'll always laugh at that. Yeah.
But yeah, man, the ring was all right. But inserting that type of shit is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I'm just not with it. I don't listen. It's all about, because like I said, men, we come from just it doesn't take much. But if you want to please the woman and she is certain things that she likes, and I guess you get into that. But it's certain things that I'm just like it's a little too weird for me.
The suppository thing is something I've heard is kind of the new wave. Mm-hmm. Like just some shit you put in her vagina at like the beginning of the day, and a few hours later, like she's ready to fuck you in the parking lot. Of how crazy that makes her feel.
Oh, so they putting Henny in the pussy now?
Something you do with your partner.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, this isn't like some Cosby shit. Okay. Like this is something you do with your partner. Like, and though you don't really have to do much, from what I hear. Like, she'll come just by touching her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. See, things like that. It's just a little. It's just like it's just a little too weird for me. I'm old school. But that's long term shit. You gotta figure shit out. Yeah, vibrator I'm cool with. But all the extra contraptions and, I got the remote in my hand and you got the vibrator in your panties and we're at dinner and I'm pressing the button. It's like, what are we doing?
Are you familiar with the Love remote?
I think that's what I'm referring to. Like, she can put the vibrator on and we can walk around all day and I have the remote.
Oh, yeah,
press the button.
Bluetooth connected.
Yeah.
You can create the patterns. It's like you playing an NPC with her pussy. I'm serious. You can create the fucking wavelengths. It's insane. Like, I saw the ad, man.
Rory, I don't.
They pitched us for an ad.
I'm glad we didn't take it, but I don't want to.
And then my algorithms on my computer got fucking nuts.
I don't think I want to create the NPC for a woman's vagina. I just don't want to. I don't want to.
I don't know, man. I started feeling like fucking old Kanye getting in that shit. I was sitting there going ham.
You produced a record?
Yes.
Is it on the album? Is it on the most?
It's a really good idea.
It's a terrible idea, Rory. Please don't do that, man. But yeah, I'm not against.
Nah, dog. I did the grinding beat on the app. Reason, have you ever brought a vibrator in with a lady?
Nah, I'm not.
Look how you pull Reason in on some bullshit, man.
I think that's awkward though. Like,
all right, yeah, we were talking earlier before you walked in, and I need your opinion. And Maul actually was surprisingly answered it differently than I thought he would. I thought he would say he would never do that shit. But he said
he was open to doing it.
Yeah, you got to add the vibrator.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the vibrator. Anything outside of that, no.
Are you holding it for her?
No.
Oh, I've done that before.
It's not that
you're just such a
yeah.
You're just like a helpful guy, man.
I am
such a resourceful guy.
I am. I have to make up where I lack.
Yeah.
So I figured out how to eat pussy.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I gotta do something.
I'm gonna dominate in this area.
Eating pussy is good though because it's like that's the one area of sex you can control. So it's like,
yeah,
if I just do this really good, she can't say I'm trash.
Or unless, some of them got like a real tight grip. You ever like fuck a chick with a big hand and she like palms your head?
What?
I've had my head palmed before.
Who you fucking? Why are you fucking small forwards? Man? What's wrong with you? Like, you
Listen,
fucking
man.
WNBA
Wait, hold on.
players?
How come men can't fuck the athletes? Wait,
Nah,
why are we not allowed
nah,
to? We
you
can't
right.
fuck the ball
Nah,
players?
You absolutely
I went
right.
WNBA, got my
you
fucking,
absolutely right.
I got my
man.
head palm.
Yeah, and that's another discussion too. We need to talk about that more. Like, we
That's
need to
real,
start dating athletes.
I'm with
Men
you.
Need to start. We need to start seeking out these female athletes and dating them. Man.
Corday, you are a trailblazer.
Yeah, he is, man. Shout out to Corday, man.
He started that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He low-key started that. Yeah, but not the vibrating thing. I'm not against it. I just feel like if a woman just like come in with that early, like as a suggestion, I feel like you like trying to tell me that like I'm not like
I'm not enough.
sufficient. Yeah,
I'm
like
not enough.
if it's something that you with somebody for a while and they're like, oh, let's spice it up, let's do something cool. But like if you fuck a chick twice and on her third time, she's like, let's bring in the like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But some
Like, I'm
chicks,
lacking.
but
I
a
just
lot of
got
chicks
here.
can't
Yeah.
come just off penetration. So
Yeah, that's
they
true.
they need that
That's true.
that type of shit, which I'm cool with. Like, if that makes you want to keep fucking, I'm
Whatever
cool.
keeps you coming back.
Like, I'm cool, bro.
Yeah, whatever keeps you coming back.
But no, I was very shocked at your answer on that. I do want to talk about music now that Reason's on the mic to make it really awkward.
Reese, what's up with you, man?
I'm good, man.
What you doing? You back in the studio?
I'm actually out of the studio right now. I got too much music, so
Oh, yeah?
I'm like on a like
It's a good problem.
Unless it's features, I'm like really not like, or like a producer that I've really been wanting to get in with. I'm not really doing too much like that right now. But trying to drop some shit. Like in September, we all been out the way for Zay because they about to
Okay.
drop. That's a
Yeah.
shameless plug for Zay. But,
I saw the listening party yesterday.
it was lit. Yeah,
It looked like a
It's,
nice time.
I just want like who put together the list.
I
It
sent,
seemed like there was a common theme
I think it was
of the
like-
type of person that was at that party.
What are you trying to say?
There was a specific type of woman,
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
in abundance. And I saw you posted an Instagram photo, which I was just talking about. I've never seen Maul really smile in my life.
Yeah.
I've never seen you really smile in your life. And boy, were you smiling in those IG photos.
That's the homie, man. Yeah, that's Alameda. Shout out Alameda. Yeah,
Shout out
that's the
Alameda,
homie.
see?
I wasn't talking about anyone specific.
Okay.
He just looked like he was really
That was the
happy
one that I was smiling
being
at,
there.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
see?
but yeah, it was a good time. I feel like it was a collective effort. Like everybody sent in their own list.
Oh, those are great.
A collective
Yeah,
effort.
Everybody, because all that really is like, yo, let me see who you inviting.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't fuck with her. Like, nah, you can't bring her. Like, that's all that shit really
Yeah,
is.
a good group chat.
It was a collective effort. Like everybody sent in their shit, and then but it was a good time though. Like open
Yeah.
bar.
No,
Vibes.
it looks like a lot of curly hair just flowing in the wind.
Well, it was humid, so you know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
curled up
for
last
sure.
night.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, look real
Yeah.
nice
I
over
don't, I
there.
don't think it was purposeful. I think it was like the universe and like everything just kind of coming together and it
The
being,
universe.
Yeah,
You know, the universe
right
put the list
vibe.
together.
It
See,
put
you don't even know how the
do
universe will do
It
that.
does that sometimes.
You ain't even know that, Rory. You ain't even know the universe can put the guest list.
universe.
Universe party, you
Yeah.
missing out.
Fam,
Yeah, you ain't know that, Rory.
Yeah, that's a
the
different
universe put the list
I
together.
know TDE. I know where they come from. The universe put the list together.
The universe put the list.
Oh,
No,
my
Nickerson Gardens put the list together.
1000%. That's exactly who put the list together. That's hilarious.
That's very funny.
You feel like Drake rides waves?
No, I don't. I'm saying that's just.
I feel
that's
the
just
opposite. I feel Drake actually introduces waves.
I agree.
I agree with you.
I agree.
Like,
That's just been the consensus.
Yeah, right. You're like, because a lot of genres and a lot of sounds that people love, they wouldn't even know about had it not been
Yeah, no,
for
I
Drake
don't.
and his influence and him. I mean, obviously Drake is a student of music and he pays attention to everything that's going on around the world, different sounds. He's not
Yeah.
just trying to make American culture music. He's trying to make world music. Which
Yeah.
is
No,
why
and
he
I
is
don't,
what
I don't
he
even
is.
think in.
Drake is the most tapped in artist of all time. It's not even close.
I might be with you on that.
Yeah, it's like literally
Yeah.
not even close in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like he is the most, and I mean tapped into everything. Like tapped into artists, tapped into sports, anything he's interested in. He is the most tapped in artist of all time, and I feel like that's why he's won in that way. You know what I mean? Like he's extremely tapped in, and people will take away from him because he might be an artist in Atlanta that's going crazy, and Drake does a record with him.
Yeah.
But to me, like that's dope because it's like you add into the culture. Like this artist might have not blew if he didn't get a Drake record. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then they become one of your favorite artists or whatever. Like, I think that that's dope. But I think that the way he's tapped in is why he is so innovative, in my opinion. Like Drake could be in Memphis and go to the strip club and get inspired and go to the studio and make some shit that we've never heard before.
That Wave Rider shit that they put on Drake is that nerdy hip hop mentality of like, I knew about this before you thing. Because that's really the people that do it. It's like, I knew about the Migos
Exactly.
before he hopped on Versace.
Yeah.
It's just that fan, which is also fucking annoying. Like, would you just want your favorite artist to just live in this little box and
Exactly,
never
yeah.
fucking blow up?
Yeah, and you should be glad that Drake knows about your favorite artist. Like that means your favorite artist is about to blow the fuck up. You know what I mean?
I'm excited to hear the Drake and Kanye record.
You think it'll happen?
I think it's on the album. I think Drake has a verse.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
On one of the, I think
an exclusive.
I'm actually not excited to hear that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Like, that's just weird to me. Like,
why?
Maul and I got killed for Love and Glow off
the playlist.
The playlist joint.
Yeah.
You got killed for that?
Yeah,
I like
that Glow record is fire to me.
I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't think it's a wild take to say you like it though.
Yeah, I thought it was a good record.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got murdered for that.
That's crazy.
But like to me, it's better than Black Republican when the two greats got together from a generation.
Yeah. Black Republican, man. That was such like, because we thought we was getting
that's a fact.
Dead Presidents 3.
Yeah, on God.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we thought we was going to get.
And even when I remember buying Hip Hop Is Dead, and I didn't love the beat as soon as it came on, but then when Hov was like, nah, we just gotta let this shit rock, and they let the beat rock for like a minute, I was like, oh, we about to get the greatest song. Hov said, nah, we're not even gonna rap yet.
Yeah, we just gonna let it rock.
And then he was like, yo, you was the friend of my mama's son. I was like, alright.
They lost you after that? Yeah, man. But yeah, I think Drake has a record with Kanye on this project. That's what I heard. I think he has a verse on the album. I'm excited to hear it, man.
That's interesting.
Again, it's just like, Ye, but so I'm still kind of like, I look at Ye with a side eye, like, man, what you on, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know what he's on. It's like, what you doing?
Like, you don't know what Ye.
Yeah, it's like, what you doing, man?
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's like, you know, he's just an artistic brain. So sometimes you just don't understand the artist.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, I just feel like it's certain, because when we were introduced to Kanye, we understood it. It was easy to understand. It was like, okay, college dropout. He's telling a story. He worked at the Gap and this, that, and the third. He hated school. He wanted to make music. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
We got all of that, and then it's like it just turned into something else. But you know, the music for the most part has always been consistent.
Yeah.
Even if we don't understand it, even if it's not for us, it's still high quality music.
I know. I mean, Jesus is King that came after Ye. Production was incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't mad at the content of the lyrics. I won't judge because that's subjective to your religion and what you believe in, but I just thought the rapping was subpar, but the production was fucking great.
I feel like his production is always going to be like some shit that we haven't really heard like that before, and it's going to be like
because Ye wasn't that. But
well, I get what you're saying about Ye. I'm not the biggest fan of the Ye album, which I'm not allowed to have an opinion about music because I'm an artist, but
I feel like you should.
Y'all have the most opinions on shit.
But nobody, I'm saying not allowed because nobody gives it. Like everybody is so.
You have to be careful with it.
Yeah, everybody is super sensitive, and then B, everybody is scared to give their opinion because they're scared that you get them
lose a relationship.
Exactly, lose a relationship or whatever the case may be. And I don't think it's nothing wrong with like I tell my homies that I'm in the music industry with, like, I don't like that song or that. I don't think it's a difference between me telling Boogie, oh, I don't like that record, when if you play it for me in the studio, or me saying like, yo, I don't like this album. You get what I'm saying? I think if anything, like, you should be saying that. That's why
music is subjective anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all your opinion. It's all how you and you know, you take in the music and where you're at in your life. Like I tell people a lot of times, like your favorite albums to me is usually depending on where you were at in your life at in that moment.
100%.
That's a
you know what I'm
fact.
saying? It's like it resonates with you differently. I was telling Rory between the Lox and the Dipset, but that battle for me, it's, you know, I was in high school when the Lox was, you know, dropping records and albums. Like, so for me, their music hits a little different because when you had to walk through certain neighborhoods that you wasn't supposed to be walking through to go see a girl,
exactly,
and you had Kiss in your ears. It was like, yo, I don't care how many niggas are standing in front of this building. I'm going to see Shorty. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's where that guy. Yeah, and Styles are talking. You know, Styles are talking through it. Like, you see 15 niggas in front of her building, you like, you gotta throw the Lox on.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, we gonna make it. You're just like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna make it to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm going in this building.
And if they mad, I'm fucking Shorty.
Wild out, nigga. It is what it is. So, you know, it's all about where you was at in a time. I think that's when music hits you. And I think now, as you know, being older, I think for me, the type of music that I enjoy a lot is music that can kind of like teach me something different.
Yeah.
Like I wanna learn through the music now. Like, oh word, I never heard of this place. Like I wanna go there. Oh, this is the new island that everybody's running to, vacationing at. I gotta go there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I like shit like that. I don't really like, you know, I recognize talent. I think I will always be able to recognize talent, but I I can't really get into a lot of these artists because they really don't be saying shit to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like they just be saying shit, and it's like, okay, you talented, you got flow, you know what I'm saying? You got cadences, and you know what I'm saying? You talk slick, but it's like you ain't really
You're not
saying
really
nothing.
saying nothing that I could grab.
Yeah. And a lot of these young artists, I think they're dope. I think they're talented. I love the fact that a lot of them, you know, they're entrepreneurs and they have a lot of things going on. But as far as the music, I just be like, I can't name 3 records from this dude.
No, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, albums is no longer like a thing no more. Like people don't really care about.
It's not a whole thing anymore.
Yeah, like people like it's like you get 3 singles and then people like, okay, we got the 3 singles, just put an album together.
It's streaming
because it don't matter. It really, if we being real, an album doesn't matter. It only matters to the people that love music like us, where we're like, okay, I really want to like I feel like my career, like I don't want to have a bad album, so I'm always put that effort into it.
Right.
But it's like if you got 3 hot singles and you don't really care about that, then fuck it, put an album.
Streaming.
Put an
I
album
think
out.
that's.
Like,
I do think because I used to subscribe to that theory for a while. I've changed my thought process on that. Like, if you see when an actual album comes out, how much that changes things, even in the streaming era, you're reminded quickly how much albums matter.
well, what's
Like-
the
like-
last example of that?
Do you want to do rap or with R&B? Like,
Let's keep rap. Let's keep it rap.
I think Cole's album kind of stopped things of saying, "Hey, all right, albums fucking matter." I think Lil Baby's album was
That was the one I was gonna
let's
say.
stop.
Yeah.
This is an album.
Yeah.
Like you see the drastic change once. It's like what's that Cat Williams joke when you're driving in a Chrysler and a Bentley pull up?
I feel it.
That's the same thing. I feel like with this whole, hey, it only matters about singles, and we're just gonna stream this shit to death, and it doesn't matter. When that album show up, which it does a couple times a year, you stop everything you're doing.
See, I
when
feel-
Summer Walker over, it stopped.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It changed how, all right, these R&B singles are cool. People got to do albums again. We have a really short term memory where those singles kind of cloud us for a few months, and then a real album show up, and then we are reminded immediately that albums fucking matter.
I feel like albums matter when you are a bigger artist. Like when you are at the Summer Walker, the Lil Baby, that level, then an album is what takes you from like a star to like he's out of here, if that makes sense. But when you're an up and coming artist, I feel like what matters most is like like for example, and I always use this example, Boogie's Everything Is For Sale. I thought it was a classic. Like
It's a fucking
you get what I'm saying? I
phenomenal
thought it was a phenomenal album. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it didn't have that one single that just like
Took it over the top.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so, but if he dropped Everything For Sale and he was in Lil Baby's position, automatically,
Yeah, right. I
regardless
get it.
of the single or whatever the case may be, he would have been all the way out of here. You get what I'm
it,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so I think that that's what I mean when I say albums don't really matter like that, is because you have to be at that level for it to matter. Like you have to be at a certain level to where, like I was arguing with DJ Head about this. I don't know if y'all know him. He's a DJ out here, but
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, no, dude.
yeah. So, not arguing, but having a conversation with him. I was like, there's no such thing as classics for newer artists anymore, because your album doesn't even get the notoriety enough to be considered a classic. Like, for it to be a classic, it has to be at a certain level notoriety-wise. If you don't even have enough people that know about your album, it can't even be considered a classic because enough people don't know about it. So at that point, it's like, you put all this work into this album, and it's not going to be considered a classic, you know, like by everybody,
Right.
unless enough people
Know about it.
know
talk
about the
it.
album. You get
I
what I'm saying?
tweeted something about the R&B ladies, and I said I don't know if there's a better R&B album since Summer Walker put out Over It. And I got a mixed reviews on that. A lot of people were saying, you know, Snow Allegra. And
With Snow,
When did Art
all these
come out?
feelings come.
Was that after?
Shea Butter was before Over It. for
Okay,
sure.
Shea Butter, okay,
Well,
yeah.
well before, which to me is a classic.
Gotcha. I agree.
Was all these feelings again? Snow before
I think
or
that
after?
was might have been after Summer.
Then yeah,
Thanks.
I would put that. That would be the last one for me.
Like Over It for me, you know, she should have won Album of the Year at the Grammys.
Agreed.
for that. But I just think that, you know, somebody was like, "How you gonna say Over It is a classic album? It doesn't even have any bridges on it. It doesn't have." And I'm, you know, I understand the music and the way we make music and create music change. I don't think we should be stuck into a certain type of method of creating a record. I love when artists come along, and it's like rappers. You know, it's not even 16 in the hook no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like so many things have changed in the structure of a record. So when he said that, I was like, okay, maybe you're trying to be a little too technical with it. I'm just talking about the records, the hits, the content, the production. You know what I mean? Like the whole album for me, top to bottom, I just don't know. And granted, there are better vocalists than Summer. You know, Jasmine Sullivan's album.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, her. It's you know, it's a Snow Allegra. It's a few artists that vocally are stronger than Summer.
Yeah.
But that Over It project, I think that changed female R&B, the landscape of it.
I agree.
In 2019,
with you.
when it came out, I think that changed everything. And to me, again, I called it a classic maybe 3 months after it was out, because if I keep going back to an album and letting it play, because I don't replay anything.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to replay albums.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, this
Especially
is a
female
dope,
R&B from a male
exactly.
perspective.
I don't have a lot of like
I
I
don't have
listen
your
to it-
experiences. Like,
yeah, like
so why-
I exactly. Like I listen to a lot of the female R&B artists, but to keep going back to their projects, that means this is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that when Summer dropped Over It, to me that was almost it was on par. Not maybe as musically, you know, strong as Confessions.
Yeah.
But to me, it was that same. No. Listen,
Let's
what I'm
relax
saying.
for a
That's gonna be on-
Let's
it's gonna
relax
be on
for a
Twitter. It's
second.
gonna be on Twitter.
Let's relax for a second.
I get where I know.
I'm talking about
understand what
from
you're
I'm
saying.
not mad at Summer
I understand
Walker's
what you're
album being
I
called a
think-
classic, but let's
No. I'm
slow
just
a
saying.
little bit down.
For me, it was kind of like
I was just in the Beverly Center, not caring who saw me.
no, but the production was rap.
And one of the best songs is
Inspired.
from Confessions.
No, I get what you're
absolutely.
saying.
Oh, no, they
I get what
killed
you're
that flip.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Like
yeah.
I think London did an incredible job producing that album.
Agreed. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was just like, nah, I don't. And like I said, I got some, you know, people. A lot of people agreed. They said, you know, Summer's album was phenomenal. But then they was like, oh, I don't know. You know,
No,
what's her name?
Summer.
Kiana Lede's album was really, really good.
her album was dope.
But that goes back to what you were saying about the time in your life. Like, when I said slow down on Confessions is because that was part of like my
get
growing
it.
up.
I get it.
But to somebody
I get it.
else that is 10 years younger than me,
Right.
That's their Confessions.
That's their
That's
confessions.
they
See,
shit.
that's why I was saying I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's their confessions. And
Because
I agree.
a lot of girls that were in high school when Over It came out,
That's their confessions.
that's their confession.
That's-
and
that's
you can't-
gonna be
you
the
can't say- you
soundtrack
can't
to their
tell them
childhood.
nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
fact.
Like so to me, I was looking at that and I was just like, yo, this project is amazing because I know what it meant for the female that was in high school,
That's a fact.
in college, maybe freshman, sophomore year. I know what that album did for her. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when I said it was a classic, it was because I know that there are women out here that they lived their life at an age and they came up with that album, and to them that's like the holy grail.
And people don't want to give Summer credit for this, but I'm gonna do it. Like when Summer started, like well, not started because she's been doing it in her music, but when that album dropped, and even the records before that, that made female R&B artists be more like blunt and just say shit. Like female artists, they were not just being that direct and that
Yeah.
straightforward
Right.
before. Like Summer really started that. Like, and people don't, in my opinion, give her enough credit for that. Like she was the first one saying wild ass shit that it's like every woman thinks, but they say it behind closed doors. She was the first one doing that, and then a lot of female artists after that started saying wild ass shit.
And more being themselves, because I feel like that artist development shit that we always talk about, like I wish there was artist development. They do it so much with female artists now where they have to be this polished person, and I think Cardi did really well at that. I think Nicki too kind of started that trend of like, we don't have to be polished women at all in shit, and I think that's why Nicki, not mad in any type of way, but speaks out about that shit. I was the first one that took this risk. I mean, in this era, of course, Lauren was the same way too. Latifah, I'm not gonna go down that route. They clearly did that, but yeah, Summer and Cardi and that, like they just now like, yo, we could just be ourselves. Like,
like,
my
I'm just
Instagram is gonna be me chilling for real.
That's a fact. Like I'm just gonna say whatever I want to say. You get what I'm saying? Like Summer did that, and that's because that's the first thing that brought me to Summer was just how honest and blunt she was. I was like,
She
damn,
wore a
like,
do-rag on her album cover.
bruh, like my nigga, like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, man.
That was an
Like,
ode to Belly, right?
that was the ode to Friday. That was on.
Oh, that's
Friday
right, that's
when
right,
the
that's
girl-
right.
When Ice Cube's girl called
yeah,
him.
you're right, yeah, in
She
the
was in
room.
the bed with-
Why
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
it
in bed
was
with the dude.
when Vita and Belly when Keisha calls.
It might have been some of that too. It might have been a play on both of that, but I definitely know her being on the phone and that was the whole Friday.
It was a Friday
scene.
shit.
Yeah, who the fuck is
that's a
it?
fact.
No,
It kind of felt, but it could have been some Vita and Belly as well.
Yeah,
I could
that's
definitely
when I
see
first
that.
saw that back. It looked like that lighting and everything. To me.
It might have been a lot of that actually. Now that I think about it, but I definitely felt like it was Friday vibes though, for sure.
I can't wait till like I'm like older and then I could just go back and say everything that I hated when it was happening.
But you think like a Kanye is gonna blackball you type shit? That's why I wonder with certain artists. Like, you really think that relationship is gonna end things?
I think that certain niggas are very sensitive. I'm not even saying specifically Kanye.
You know, artists in general.
Yeah, like artists are way too sensitive in my opinion.
I think there's a way. I think there's a way to give your critique on an album where it's not disrespectful to the artist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think
agree with that.
I think that we just so many
it's not
people.
for me.
It's not for me.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, it didn't really resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just I'm just not there. Things like that. But you know, I think that now people are just so, because I'm pretty sure the album is gonna be out for 2 hours, if that, and somebody's gonna be online, a blogger's gonna say this is either the worst thing I've ever heard or this is the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's always gonna go.
And it's just like, fam, the album's been out for 2 hours. You haven't even experienced, like, the way I like to listen to new music, literally I throw it on and I don't pay it any mind. Like, I'm in the crib, I'm doing other shit, you know, it's just playing, and it's kind of like background music. And then I'll hear something, and a melody will catch me, and I'm like, yo, hold up, and I'll bring it back. Like, that's hard.
Yeah. No,
But if I'm sitting there, I don't sit there and just stare at the speakers and be like, okay, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just stupid to me, because now you're trying to be overcritical.
No, those people are trying to be the first to talk about it online, to say something.
Yeah,
and you're not waiting to hear something good. You're waiting to say something.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
and then you start forming opinions and shit that you wouldn't even say. Like, I'm not even here to enjoy the shit.
Exactly.